to drive home happy in a new vehicle. Shop tough trucks at Hardy Family Ford, premium SUVs and performance at Hardy Chevy GMC, huge selection at Hardy Superstore, and quality pre-owned vehicles at Hardy Resale. And with Hardy Mobile Service, Hardy rolls to you. Hardy Automotive Group, different roads, one destination.
We love you.
Georgia High School sports. For more information, contact SCORE Atlanta today.
Tonight alongside Craig Sager. Now we're joined by John Byram with Ironworkers Local 387. John, for those who might not be familiar with what Ironworkers is, can you share a little bit about what you guys do?
Well, Ironworkers Local 387, we're a labor union. Our trade is what built this stadium, the one we're standing in right now. We built Mercedes-Benz over there. We built every high-rise in Atlanta. We built the roller coasters out at Six Flags. Power plants, bridges, skyscrapers, anything that goes up in the air, that's what we do.
And then share with us just how you got started.
Well, I already knew how to weld, and I was looking for a career. I was tired of working jobs, and I wanted to get over my fear of heights. And it's been about 20 years, and I hardly weld, and I'm still afraid of heights.
And John, just talk about some of these qualities that you look for when hiring new people to work at Ironworkers.
Well, you want somebody that doesn't know how to quit, somebody that's smart enough to do what they're told and dumb enough not to do anything else. Honestly, in labor, they don't care if you're a felon. They don't care if you didn't go to college. You know, 90,000 a year is a bad year for me, and I don't have any student loans.
And John, just what you mentioned some of the projects you guys have worked on, but just individually, what are some of the memorable moments you've had?
Well, I moved around a piece of the Titanic. I topped out the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. I put some of the top pieces on at Mercedes-Benz Arena. I've been high enough in the air that it was raining, and only my feet were getting rained on because the cloud was going underneath me.
Again, that was John Byram with Ironworkers Local 387. We're going to have more of the Tailgate Show on the other side of this.
We've all had help planning for life's biggest moments, except for aging. Many feel completely lost. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well.
We tackle your questions about getting older
with solutions for caregivers.
You are not alone. Get answers and encouragement.
Make your later years your best years.
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this book to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
Hiring.com to apply today.
Because you make a sub for someone, not just anyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome back into the Tailgate Show presented by Sports Turf. I'm Landon Knight alongside Craig Sager. And Craig, we have quite the matchup coming up. That's going to be Parkview facing off against Coffee County. But when you talk about this Parkview team, you have Coach Adam Clack as their head coach. This is only his second season with this program. but I will say I got to see this Parkview team play in a lot of 7-on-7s this summer. Very impressed with how they were able to perform. But when you talk about growth, what areas are you expecting to see this team grow in?
Yeah, well, I thought they actually showed some growth last year. It was a 4-6 finish, but that was actually one win more than the previous year before he got there. And a lot of people counted Parkview kind of down and out, but Coach Clack has a vision. It didn't take him long at Milton to get that state title. He's played in this event before. We actually were in this stadium. I got to see his team play. I was so impressed with just how competitive they were. I thought they would be able to win their first state title at Milton. They were. So I think we're going to see a complete team effort, great play offensive line, and really utilizing that speed.
A huge part of this Parkview offense you're going to see tonight, that's going to be J.J. Brown, offensive tackle. He's committed to play at Clemson, but what I find unique about him, Coach Clack told me he was actually formerly in the tight end position, and Coach Clack said, no, we're going to put you on this line. What does he bring to this team?
Yeah, Parkview has always just had these really athletic offensive linemen. When you have a guy that is naturally a tight end that transitioned, he's added more size, more weight, but he has that ability to really try to spread the defense out wide, pull, and you're going to see a lot of movement on that offensive line.
And Craig, speaking of this offense, their quarterback Greg Hart has a very unique story. This is actually his second season starting for Parkview, but it's always been his dream to be the starting quarterback at Parkview, Coach Clack said. So when you think of a quarterback, what is he going to bring to this program?
Well, I think it's about just Parkview kind of getting back into title contention, and last season was a very positive step. And when you take over this quarterback duty, you're trying to get Parkview back deep into the playoffs. So that's just something that this has been a dream come true, but now it's just about executing and having that special season.
And Craig, on the other side of this matchup, you have a competitive Coffee County team under the leadership of Coach Coe. So when you think about this team, who are going to be some of these players you have your eyes on?
Well, Coffee always does an exceptional job running the football. I think Bobby Reynolds is coming off a great campaign, over 1,000 yards. I expect him to do a lot. And then talking to Coach Coe, the formula for their state championship run was playing man coverage in the secondary. They're very experienced. If they are able to stick with these Parkview receivers and stick with them in one-on-one, they can be aggressive and try to disrupt them.
And Craig, actually what's unique about this season is that all of these games are going to matter. We've talked a lot about the PSR and how that's going to affect the end of the season, but when you talk about a matchup like this, playing on TV, playing in college facilities, the word we've talked about a lot is composure. Both of these teams are going to have to have composure if they want to come away with a win. Just talk about the importance of how week one matters.
Yeah, and Coffee, I think, is a prime example, because this is a team that probably will have to take some trips up to Atlanta if they want to compete for that state title in the playoffs. This is a good rehearsal for them to start the season off, making that trip up here, playing a Atlanta school, a Gwinnett powerhouse. So I think it's going to be beneficial for both these teams that obviously have a tough schedule ahead of them.
Craig, we're going to have a great matchup coming up at 5 o'clock. Stick around for more of our Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic coverage right after this.
Zaxby's just dropped new lemon pepper, so you can get that zesty lemon and cracked black pepper flavor you love on the chicken you love. Lemon pepper fans, this one's for you. Zaxby's Lemon Pepper Dry Rub. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. You ready? Let's move the chains. Protect the quarterback. Find the open man. Cross the goal line. Turns out the biggest wins don't happen on Friday night. They happen on Monday morning. Find your team at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
Northside Hospital Orthopedics is here to keep you moving with elite orthopedic, sports medicine, and joint care locations across the state. We'll be by your side because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving.
Transform your outdoor space with Inspired Landscape Solutions Incorporated. With 34 years of expertise and a passion for innovation, we offer full-service maintenance, custom hardscape, outdoor living design, irrigation, lighting, and so much more. Whether you're envisioning a serene garden retreat or a vibrant outdoor entertainment area, we bring your dreams to life. Inspired Landscape Solutions, where creativity meets craftsmanship.
At Zaxby's, you can lemon pepper any way you want. Get lemon pepper wings, lemon pepper sandwiches, or lemon pepper fingers. Now that's lemon pepper perfection. Zaxby's Lemon Pepper Dry Rub. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Welcome back into the SCORE Atlanta studios. Today I'm joined by business manager of IBEW, Local 613, Ron Nyberg. Ron, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Ron, can current journey level non-union electricians join Local 613?
Absolutely. We have a program specifically designed for that, and we are in need of journeyman level electricians.
And then can employees get Local 613 to help form a union at their place of employment, and who do they call?
Of course. They can visit IBEW613.org or call 404-523-8107.
And Ron, why should workers want to form a union?
So their voice is heard. So they can stand together collectively to bargain higher wages and better health care and better working conditions.
And what can Local 613 offer to companies that perform electrical work?
The highest skilled electricians in the industry.
And Ron, how much does it cost to become a union contractor?
The only thing we require up front is a bond based on the amount of employees you have, and that's pretty industry standard.
And then what are the benefits of having a union contract?
Everything. My union contract is everything. I couldn't imagine working without a union contract. It provides the parameters that both the employees and the employers need to work within. It tells me when my raises are going to come, how my health care is going to be done. So it just gives me security that I just couldn't imagine working without.
And then Ron, just talk a little bit about your experience with IBEW Local 613.
Oh, it's been amazing. I started my apprenticeship in 2012. I've worked on a variety of different job sites, from healthcare to transportation to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's how I provided for my family, and it's how I put my girls through school.
And talk a little bit about the current demand for electricians.
It's the highest I've ever seen. We are in a labor shortage across this country of skilled labor. For every 5 electricians that are retiring, we're only replacing them with 2.
And then Ron, how can someone apply to be a member?
Easy. Visit IBEW613.org.
Again, that was business manager of IBEW Local 613, Ron Nyberg. Ron, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back into our tailgate show presented by Sports Turf. I'm Landon Knight alongside Craig Sager. Craig, it's hard to believe that we are going into our 10th game of our Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic. When I think of an event like this, it truly is a unique opportunity for these teams. It's not every day they get the opportunity to, one, play on TV, but also in a facility like this. Just talk about the opportunity it gives these boys.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then this year, I think we've really spread out just the teams that are included in Corky. Over the 35 years, there's actually been 78 different schools represented. About half the field of the 22 teams this year were making their debut in the Classic. So I think that's something that's exciting, just celebrating this historic milestone by letting new programs get in.
And Craig, we've seen a lot of great matchups. I'm going to go back to last night for a minute. We got to see Blessed Trinity and Decatur face off against each other at Blessed Trinity. Huge win for that team. We got to see a lot of talent. When you talk about their defense, you have the Jacobs brothers. And when you talk about their offense, I have seen so much depth from this team. I feel like this team's going to have a great season. But when you think of maybe some of your favorite matchups you've seen over the past 2 weeks, what games stand out?
Yeah, well, I really like that one. I think it's the North Gwinnett Grayson one. The way North Gwinnett came out in that game, this is a team that's coming off a great season last year. They got beat by Douglas County last year. It took a while to go on, but when you look at how strong they started the season, that is something that's really going to be positive moving forward. They didn't even show all their cards, too. I mean, they built that early lead, kind of coasting in the second half. I'm excited to see this team grow and mature and compete for a state title.
Craig, we still have 2 great matchups coming up. One of those is going to be Parkview facing off against Coffee County. With that, we're going to throw it right back to Matt in the booth.
All right, thank you, Landon. Matt Stewart and Rusty Mansell up with you upstairs as we get ready for this Parkview and Coffee matchup. And, Rusty, this is an interesting matchup. 2 power programs who've won state championships. In the case of Parkview, plenty of them, 4 in their all-time history. But both of them trying to rebound from 4-win seasons last year.
Yeah, great, kind of a north-south matchup. You look at it on paper. And I came on record last week, and I said that the Roswell-Walton game I thought was the best game on paper. Wound up being a very good game. If I had to rank just pound for pound football games, this would have been my number 2. I'm expecting a big-time football game today between Coffee and Parkview.
Yeah, Parkview's second season under head coach Adam Clack, who had gone off to a professional career after coaching at Milton. Now he's back in the high school game. really have to improve their defense from a year ago, and that kind of stems to the offense and not having to play as many players both ways. They're going to run the ball tonight. They got a massive offensive line led by one of the top tackles in the entire country, J.J. Brown. They're going to be giving that ball to Zandon Mullins.
Yes, 6'2", 200 pounds, and Coach Clack. Now, he's been around a lot of guys. He tells us this is the most underrated running back in the state. He said some people had some questions about his top-end speed. He said the Kennesaw State verbal commit has hit 22 miles an hour on the GPS. He is 22 miles an hour tonight. Look out for him.
Yeah, rushed for 1,300 yards last year and was playing behind an offensive line that at times was playing 3 freshmen.
Yeah, I'm talking about the young, but obviously you start with J.J. Brown. I got a chance to see him at the Under Armour camp back in February, and I was like, wait a minute. I looked at Chad Simmons, a longtime recruiting guy from Rivals.com. I said, Chad, is that the kid from Parkview? Looks a lot different 2 years ago. He is a grown man now.
And then over on the Coffee side, Bobby Reynolds, a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago as a backup, basically.
Yeah, you look at him, and he's replacing one of their, senior leaders from last year. But you look at Coffee, the Trojans coming here. A lot of people, I told people all week, you got to know where Douglas, Georgia is. It's not the one by Six Flags, Douglas County. This is South Georgia, the Coffee Trojans, and I think they're coming up here to make a statement. You got to give a lot of credit to Mike Coe to bring his guys up here with one thing in mind, to put his program on TV.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why they're here. You alluded to it. Look, they play in the toughest region, or arguably the toughest region of the state, Region 2-5A. Guys like Lee County, Thomas County Central, Houston County, who we'll see later on today. They're a little bit off the beaten path in that county, so they feel like they don't maybe get as much attention from a recruiting standpoint as they probably feel like they deserve. So that's why they're playing in this showcase game tonight.
I do a camp every year, an MVP camp every February in Valdosta. Coffee usually brings 10, 12 players. I had one in Savannah this year for the first time. He brought another 10 or 12. Coach Coe is trying to give as much exposure to his program as possible.
There's Adam Clack as he's getting his guys ready to go here in this ball game. And we'll step aside and take a break and get ready for the kickoff in just a moment.
We're so proud to be the title sponsor of the Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic. Build your future today. Find your team. We're so proud to be the title sponsor of the Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic. Build your future today. Find your team at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Stay tuned. Kickoff's coming.
Live from Atlanta News First, this is the 35th annual GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic, presented by IBEW Local 613. Atlanta News First investigates like no one else.
You contacted what, the GBI?
More accountability.
We expect you to do better.
More transparency.
These are lives that are at stake.
More solutions.
Do you think this would have happened if we hadn't gotten involved?
No.
Every Sunday.
What has this cost you? This costed me my childhood.
Why would they offer you money?
To make it go away.
The stories, the issues, the truth uncovered on Atlanta News First. Our agenda is you.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Let's roll it.
I'm Lee Zurich.
I'm Dee Chappelle.
This
is Investigate TV Plus.
We start with real people and real questions.
We listen first, then go get answers.
Giving you the tools to protect what matters most.
And wherever the truth leads,
we go.
We've all had help planning for life's biggest moments, except for aging. Many feel completely lost. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well.
We tackle your questions about getting older
with solutions for caregivers.
You are not alone. Get answers and encouragement.
Make your later years your best years.
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
We're so proud to be the title sponsor of the KORKY KELL Dave Hunter Classic. Build your future today. Find your team at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Stay tuned. Kickoff's coming.
Live from Atlanta News First, this is the 35th annual GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com KORKY KELL Dave Hunter Classic, presented by IBEW Local 613.
Night falling here in downtown Atlanta. As you take a look at the state capitol, we are just steps away literally from the state capitol here in Center Park Stadium on the campus of Georgia State University. You might remember it as Turner Field back in the Atlanta Braves days. And that's where we have game 2 of our triple header today in the KORKY KELL Dave Hunter Classic. Coffee and Parkview on deck now and getting ready to tee this one up and ready to go.
I stepped in here earlier today. I was looking for the gold Nikes of Michael Johnson that ran the 400 in here in the 96 Olympics. You're talking about a top 2 or 3 moment in this building? Had to be.
No, absolutely. I mean, people forget that, too. This used to be an 80,000 Olympic stadium, 80,000 seat Olympic stadium. Then it was like, that was the first iteration. The second iteration was the Atlanta Braves Turner Field, and now the third iteration is Center Park Stadium, the home of the Georgia State Panthers football team, which will open their season here in this ballpark 2 weeks from tonight.
Yeah, a lot of history here. Start talking about Braves, and I told you the last time I was here at the Packed Houses concert, so a lot of Foo Fighters here, a lot of memories in this building, and look forward to this football game right here.
Heading out for the coin toss.
Won't take long for J.J. Brown, that Clemson uniform. He looks like he's already got his uniform on now.
I mean, he is an amazing specimen. When you talk about the athleticism of a young man as big as he is, he's up to 320 pounds at 6'6".
Yeah, Coach said he's hitting 19 miles an hour on the GPS. Said he's never been around an offensive lineman this athletic. Said Clemson's absolutely getting one of the best players he's ever coached.
Yeah, he committed to Clemson back on June 1st. With 25 other offers in tow. 4-star, rated as high as the number 18 offensive tackle in 2027 by Rivals.
Yeah, Matt Luke coming down and getting an in-state prospect to commit to the Clemson Tigers. Goes about an hour and a half up the road.
Yeah, he was at 290, then he gained 30 pounds. He's up to 320. He's gained 150 pounds in strength and clocked, like you said, right at 20 miles an hour on the catapult. So that's a runaway freight train is
no
what
doubt,
that
man.
is.
You don't want to see him pulling on you.
And you see the rest of the Parkview Panthers out there for the coin toss. And it has been won by Coffee. They are going to defer until the second half, which means we will see the Parkview Panthers on offense to start this ball game, and we'll have that opening kickoff coming up right after this timeout. 89 degrees right now, so it's gone down 5 degrees since the start of our 2 o'clock game.
I got here and turned things down for you, Matt.
We do have some clouds. Hopefully that's going to track south of us. On the radar, looks like it might track south of us and misses altogether, but we do have some thunderstorms crossing across South Fulton County.
Just stay away. We don't need any of that.
And the weather is brought to you by Inspired Landscape Solutions. Now we'll step aside and come back for the opening kickoff.
The KORKY KELL Dave Hunter Classic is brought to you by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Find your team. And presented by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. Electrify your career.
You ready? Let's move the chains. Protect the quarterback. Find the open man. Cross the goal line. Turns out the biggest wins don't happen on Friday night. They happen on Monday morning. Find your team at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
Great teams are committed, focused on the details, and work hard to be their best. From practice to games, right down to their gear. Your field is a critical part of the game that allows your athletes to showcase their abilities. Sports Turf is committed to bringing your team innovative sports surfaces with unparalleled performance. You bring the vision, our team brings it to life.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting six figures.
Okay, I have your back, you have my back, we're gonna do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
At Breda, we made the decision to invest in infrared cameras. The infrared gives us a unique advantage because we can pinpoint that termite damage. We then use our microwave technology, which allows us to localize our treatment so we can get rid of those termites quicker before that damage becomes extensive. And that saves you a lot of money as a homeowner.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
I'm Matt Higdon with the Teamsters Local 728, and we're fired up to bring you the first quarter of tonight's game. For 75 years, we've been standing strong for Georgia's hardworking men and women. Now we're standing strong with you, the fans. Let's bring the noise and excitement and get ready for a great game of football in Georgia.
And we are ready for that opening kickoff as the Coffee Trojans make their way onto the field, looking to rebound from a 4-7 campaign a year ago. Parkview, same boat, 4-6 a year ago. The two proud programs loaded with tradition and great athletes.
I love that Parkview comes out with an old school sign, not Velcro.
Hernandez with the kickoff. It's going to be taken from the 10-yard line and up to the 24 on the return. And that's where the Panthers will start on offense. And their quarterback is Greg Hart, returning starter. 6'1", 190 senior who threw for close to 1,700 yards last year, 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 61% completion.
Coach Clack is calling the plays once again. What do you say, the first time since 2016?
Yeah, first time in 10 years, ever since before the Milton job when he hired Ben Reeves, who's now the head coach. And they're going under center. And the handoff goes to Zandon Mullins. We talked about him a few moments ago, the 3-star committed to Kennesaw State. He picks up a couple of yards on the play.
Yeah, you're going to hear the pads popping between these two teams. Interesting, man. I've been doing this. I don't know if I've seen anybody under center yet last week.
Adam Clack, known as a quarterback guru, says that Greg Hart, one of the smartest quarterbacks he's ever coached. Handoff goes to Mullins again. Mullins gets upended as he gets near the first down yardage marker. Amani Manning, the safety, came up and submarined him. That's going to be a first down for Parkview.
That's something about getting downhill. First two plays, man.
Now, don't forget, don't be confused by the fact they're going to run the football here, but they're going to be up tempo. This is a team that likes to go fast. Although they're not necessarily going speedy right now.
They're not playing around, man.
And that's one of the things that Clack talked about, is the ability to change speeds and keep the momentum of their fast-paced offense. And Mullins gets dropped from behind. Great play by Jordan Solomon, the Mike linebacker.
That's how you stop that, man. You scrape through there. You see that tailback sitting deep. Track him down.
Take a look at the Tidal Wave Auto Spa starting lineup for Coffee and McRae there at that defensive end position, committed to Coastal Carolina.
Boy, they're big up front. Look at this D lineman. Some fire plugs. Little linebacker's got some weight on him. I like this.
And that offensive line for Parkview, didn't do the math, but I would say averages conservatively around 270, 280 across the front.
Oh, yeah.
Hart sprint out to the right and throws, and it is complete. That is going to be a completion out there on the edge and a little bit shy of getting back to the first down marker. That was Xavier Davis Grimes, transfer from Lanier, who made that catch. So now it's going to be third down and long. Got behind the chains on that TFL.
That's how you do that.
Solomon was able to tackle Mullins deep behind the line of scrimmage, so now a big third and long.
Man, he really talked high about this quarterback. Said he's one of the smartest quarterbacks he's ever been around.
Yeah, he said he would put him in a room with college or NFL quarterbacks and felt like he could stack up with those guys as far as his understanding of the offense, knows the playbook better than anybody except himself, is what Clack said. The only guy who knows the playbook better than me is me.
Yeah,
is Hart.
Yeah, he said he comes down. Said he comes down when he talks to him, he listens to him.
Here's a look at the GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com resume for the Parkview Panthers, making their 15th appearance in the Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic. Out of Region 7-7A in the disappointing 4-6 season last year, but some big-time players. J.J. Brown, we already talked about. K.J. Caldwell, who's playing corner for them, but rated as a top 10 safety in the country.
Yeah, committed to NC State. You look at Xander Mullins running back there. He's committed to Kennesaw State. So got some guys just trying to put some things together. Got a new defensive coordinator this year. Coach Clack's calling plays. You spend a year kind of figure out what you are, who you've got in the program, what you want to do. He's got a complete offseason now that he knows his kids. That's what he does in the second season.
So third down and 12. Hart fires in the middle. It's going to be dropped by Xavier Davis Grimes, who caught the pass earlier in this possession, but drops that one right there. That would have been a first down. It was broken up.
Got to help your quarterback right here. Throws a good ball. Tightly contested. Got to help your quarterback right there, but nice play by Coffee. Defensive back there finishing off. Watch him come through the ball on the top and break that ball up.
And that was big pat on the back to Tyquez Morris. He's the guy that kept it from being a completion. Wasn't just dropped.
Yes,
Morris
contested.
Separated him from the football.
Yep.
So now punting situation. Greg Hart, who is the quarterback, is also the punter. He stands at the 19-yard line. And Trey Smith is standing deep for Coffee. Going to take it at the 31. And Trayshawn Smith up across the 45 to the 50, the 45. Trayshawn Smith with the quarterback to beat. Gets by him, gets tracked down from behind inside the 15-yard line, but a spectacular return by Trey Smith.
We've been talking about it for a week now. Does not matter who it is and what level. Special teams impacts. Not a bad kick, a little bit low, but watch him change direction right here. Foot to ground, tries to get north and south. This move right here when he bounces, picks up some blocks. Almost takes this one to the house, but great field position for the Coffee Trojans to open their season right here inside the 20.
So Coffee on offense. And our first chance to see Tyler Dowling step in and be the quarterback. He's number 9, 5'8", 167 senior. Going to hand off to Bobby Reynolds, and he gets hit right away, right there at the line of scrimmage. Dallas Hadley, the safety, came up from that second line to make the stop.
Well, there's some big boys in here, man. Both of these offensive lines.
Hadley, the 6', 180 junior, 19 tackles a year ago. So second down now.
Too tight set. 2 wide receivers. 1 back.
Bobby Reynolds has an amazing story of resiliency we'll share as we go throughout the night. And great penetration by Parkview on defense blew up that play. as Reynolds struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job up front, man. Just beating, getting off blocks. You see Parkview with some juice right here, knowing this was a key, trying to stop these early points.
That was 7. Brock Simmons, who's their Sam Backer, really a nickel, who comes up and makes that play. Top returning tackler with 15 stops, 50 a year ago. Now 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 8.
Got big J.J. Brown in there over the nose.
That'll change your mind about a play call. Sprint out to the left, being chased and dragged down back behind the line of scrimmage. And again, great pursuit. And again, it's Brock Simmons making the play.
Nice answer there for Parkview. See if they can hold this to a field goal attempt. That's what's going to happen. But, man.
How about the speed of this Parkview defense?
No question about it, man. Sideline to sideline, too.
That was Sterling Dixon, number 4, who was there as well. And here's the field goal attempt. Christopher Hernandez, 2 of 3 on his field goals a year ago. Kicking from the left hash. Kick is on its way, and he missed it. So that great return by Trey Smith comes up empty. And so does Coffee on offense. And Parkview will be back on offense when we get back in a scoreless game.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this book to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
We're here to help you prepare for aging. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well. Make your later years your best years.
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
Hiring.com to apply today.
I'm Lee Zurich.
I'm T. Chappelle.
This
is Investigate TV Plus.
We start with real people and real questions, giving you the tools to protect what matters most.
And wherever the truth leads, we go.
For your injury, that's also a power move. Morgan & Morgan.
Both teams have had a possession, scoreless here, 5+ minutes into the first quarter. Coffee and Parkview as the Panthers go back on offense for the 2nd time. Handoff on the jet sweep, and Coffee does a great job of stretching that out on the handoff to Jason Horn.
Just initial here, Matt. Team speed for both of them defensively. Man, you see hats running or flying around. You know, this game's ramped up pretty quickly. This is probably what we expected out of these two teams, but when you hadn't seen it a little bit, man, the team speed on both of these right now, they are running to the football. Nothing's going to come easy tonight.
If our opening 2 possessions are any indication, Rusty, I'd say the defenses are ahead of the offense right now. Hart scrambles out to the right and throws downfield, missed his target. He wasn't open down there. Had 2 men on the vicinity of the sideline in front of the Coffee bench, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, both defensive lines right now kind of controlling the pace of the game, getting upfield, flush the quarterback out there. Really nothing, just throws it away. Try to figure things out. Coffee running off a lineman here. Bringing in an extra defensive back.
It's 3rd down and 9.
So they go nickel right here.
Got 5 DBs out on the field. Hart on the drop back, fires to this side this time, and incomplete. And broken up by Tyquez Morris again. The 2nd time we've called his name. They were trying to get the ball to Nathaniel Scott that time.
Well, that's a long throw right there. Just a little bit late. He was open for just a second. The right read, as you expect from a quarterback, just a little bit late right now, early on in this game.
Let's send it down to Landon.
Landon Knight checking in live from the sidelines. This afternoon, we want to give a special thank you to Max Air Mechanical LLC for providing spot coolers and fans for today's games, keeping our production crew, athletes, and coaches cool during today's heat. For all of your commercial heating and cooling services, go to maxairmech.com.
Thanks, Landon. 4th down, punting situation. Hart, line drive kick. Smith takes it on the line drive at the 46. Another great opportunity for a return here for Smith. And Smith, with his second tremendous punt return, gets dragged down from behind at the 14-yard line. Similar situation. Let's see if this time Coffee can cash in on offense.
Yeah, man. You see him put his foot in the ground, change the direction. He's got some juice to him.
Yeah, Trey's got 8 offers, including Georgia State, Old Dominion, and Samford.
You can tell why. Got a late flag down, Matt. Watch him, though, field it, not panic. Watch it, how many times he changed directions. What a move right there. Love to cover the ball up. Oh, he ripped his helmet off.
After the play was over, that ball personal foul on the kicking team. That's enforced half the distance, first and goal.
See that at the end. Parkview player just rips the helmet off there, the Coffee, and Coach Clack will not like that at all.
Well, it gives
Watch
Coffee
the end
the
right
ball.
here. Watch 5.
Yeah.
I don't know if he might have just called it. When he throws it, doesn't help him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're going to get that called every time. Don't throw it.
Yeah, I don't think he ripped it.
I don't think he ripped it. I think they were engaged.
It looked like he almost kneed him in the face.
Oof. They were
on the
engaged.
replay. I think they missed that.
Don't throw it. Help them.
Yeah, I think the officials missed that. It looked like he kneed him right in the face afterwards, which would, of course, be an ejectable offense. So first and goal to go.
Well, they are coming downhill right here.
Handoff goes to Dooley Littleton. And Big Dooley gets stopped at the 3-yard line. Now, this is a guy who's just a sophomore at 6'5", 270 pounds, and already has 9 offers, playing his first varsity game here tonight. He's got offers in that 9, including Georgia, Georgia Tech, and Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah. You're 6'5", 270.
That gives you flashes of Charles Grant running tailback.
That's a good call out of Miller County. Goes to Littleton again. This time he rumbles into the end zone for the Coffee touchdown. Wow. He's going to be a problem for folks this year.
Going to be a problem. And two special teams plays for Coffee, 2 big punt returns. This time you capitalize.
Xavier Dooley Littleton out of the Wildcats. That might be more like wild rhinoceros or something.
I don't know if you can call that a cat.
No, that ain't no cat.
That might be the wild dozer.
Think of some animal that's really big.
20-29 prospect. Got a player down for Coffee.
Wow. So Littleton making his presence felt. That's the Marquez Curry, their center. So that would be a bad thing right there.
Yeah, like his ankle. Don't like that.
That's a guy that Coach Coe says is one of his favorite players.
It takes 3 of them to get my man up.
And there's Coach Coe, flanked to his left, out there to check on one of his favorites. And hopefully Curry's going to be able to get back in this ball game.
Tell you, man, I have spent a lot of time around Coach Coe since he's been in the state of Georgia. Could not be more impressed. And I'm telling you right now, you can win at Coffee. He's proved it. You can do everything at Coffee. He is taking this step to come to Atlanta for exposure for his program. Commend him for that. He has done nothing but help put his kids on the map down there.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed my conversations with Coach Coe. So here's the PAT, and the kick is up, and the kick by Hernandez is good, and Coffee has the early lead, 7-0. Big Dooley Littleton. Remember the name. You're going to hear it a lot.
What happens after you graduate? Will you go to the next level? Will people have your back in the heat of the battle? Will you still train like a champion in the pursuit of greatness? You will when you become an IBEW electrician. Join our team. Visit IBEW613.org.
The big seller was no student debt. That was a big thing for me. You work and make money while you're going to school. You learn on the job as well as in school. It's all around. You can't beat it. It's just a good feeling. It's you work with your hands. You did all that yourself, and it's paying off. And I'm not even through with school yet. You know, my career is just getting started. Looking back, it's a very incredible feeling.
Northside Hospital Orthopedics is here to keep you moving with elite orthopedic, sports medicine, and joint care locations across the state. We'll be by your side because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving.
Transform your outdoor space with Inspired Landscape Solutions Incorporated. With 34 years of expertise and a passion for innovation, we offer full-service maintenance, custom hardscape, outdoor living design, irrigation, lighting, and so much more. Whether you're envisioning a serene garden retreat or a vibrant outdoor entertainment area, we bring your dreams to life. Inspire Landscape Solutions, where creativity meets craftsmanship.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic is sponsored by Sports Turf. We pursue perfection because it's your legacy. The Georgia Army National Guard. Live here, serve here, work here. Uncommon is calling. Smart Local 85. Sheet metal is a smart move. Zaxby's. Zaxby's famous fingers and sauces. Try some after the game at your local Zaxby's. And by Score Atlanta, your source for Georgia high school sports.
7 minutes in here in Atlanta, and a 7-0 lead for Coffee as the Trojans kicking off to the Panthers after getting the touchdown from Dooley Littleton. That's going to be taken by Parham at the 10-yard line. Jalil Parham. Parham coming this way, and I think his knee went down. It definitely went down there at the 25-yard line. We got some extracurriculars out there.
A little chippy.
Guys been chomping at the bit, ready to, play against somebody else rather than hitting each other in practice for the last month. Really longer than that.
Yep. Start talking about OTAs and all those things.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Third possession here for Parkview. I looked in to go back to Zandon Mullins. They had some success early on getting him downhill, got behind the chains in that first drive and had to kind of get out of their rhythm. But let's see if they get back to their 6'2", 200-pound running back right here. Kennesaw State commit the backfield. You see him there lined up at tailback.
Yeah, that's where that TFL that he took really blew up their last series of downs. Handoff goes to Mullins, and Mullins follows behind J.J. Brown. Not much doing, maybe a yard on the play.
See McCray making a tackle there.
Josiah McCray, 3-star edge. 13 total offers. He committed to the Chanticleers of Coastal back on June 14th. Had a team-leading 12 TFL last year. 2nd down and 9. That's Horn in motion. Handoff goes to Mullins instead. Man, he got hit right there at the line of scrimmage. No place to run.
No, they are getting after them. And, Matt, the one thing I see so far is it's the front four. Their front four early on is handling the Parkview O-line. If you don't have to bring extra bodies in there, if you can control the run game with 4 up front 4, man, you can do a lot with a defense.
Yeah, that was 6 Solomon in on the play. They like their inside backers, Butler and Solomon, both of them returning starters. Made a ton of tackles for him a year ago.
They drop in zone.
Steps up and fires. It's complete. Davis Grimes, 3rd time they've targeted him. He's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down on the catch from Hart.
It's going to bring up very close. We're going to bring up. They give it to him. Yep, give it to him.
Like I said, a transfer from Lanier, had 8 catches playing for the Longhorns last year.
It's a nice job there. Coffee rushed 3, dropped 8. Quarterback just let his wide receiver set down in the zone and delivered that ball. The Coffee set back that time, only brought 3. Now they're back to a 4-down line to see what they do. Showing pressure off top of the edge to see if they change the play. Coach Clack saw that. See if Coffee checks. But you want to watch that overhang defender up top, see what he does. That's who they're going to read. And he comes.
Play action, firing, it's caught. That's going to be a 1st down up to the 49-yard line.
There you go. Get in some rhythm.
Ball going to Christian Ema.
Running back flared out, caused that overhang defender to go out with him, created that lane. Your quarterback fills the void right there, throws a nice ball, 1st down.
So Ema, transfer from Tucker, had 33 catches in his career with the Tigers. That's his 1st one with the Panthers. It's a 1st down. Helmet comes off. 2nd time we've seen that was Horn on the play. Horn is a sophomore. They thought he had a phenomenal freshman season last year. His dad a community coach very involved with the program.
Yeah, talked about that. Got two guys there, two guys there with helmets off. What you talked about, pace, rhythm. They're trying to get back on the line of scrimmage. Got slowed down a little bit with the helmets coming off.
2nd down and 8, ball sitting at the 49. First real movement from the Panthers offense so far in this game. They sling it out there. Goes to Ema. Ema is driven out of bounds. Great. That's Trey Smith. We've seen twice on great punt returns. He kind of slowed that play down.
I tell you what, man, it's going to be hard to get anything east-west against this defense. You talk about run, and these defensive backs are flying up right now.
So 3rd down and 10.
The future Parkview Panther right there.
Number 56, Nico Belletti, their center, and Hart's going to take a sack. Got him back at the 39-yard line. Kowalski Brand, the nose guard, got him.
They are giving them. I think he got held. Watch the center right here. As he tackled him. He's holding him right there.
He went through two guys.
Both of them were holding him. Still couldn't get him.
Kowalski Brand splitting the defense. Splitting the offensive lineman and getting the quarterback sack on defense.
You like that effort. You like going to the sideline saying, Coach, I had 2 people hold me, and I still got the sack.
Kowalski Brand, one of their returners, 41 tackles a year ago. A couple of quarterback sacks. Got him one here in the opener tonight.
Got to cover. Got to cover. 2 long punt returns so far.
Trey Smith, yeah. I mean, I give you a lot of credit. I mean, that's two returns for 101. This has been something you have preached every Corky KELL that you and I have worked together, and I think this is the 10th one I've worked.
Yep.
Special teams, somebody has worked on it, somebody has not. Now, this time, ball gets by Smith. He's got to go back, and he's going to let that thing roll dead. Man, he should have just fallen on top of it.
Man, you got to pick that up right there.
So after he let it get by him on the hop, he got a little gun shy to go down on that football and cover it.
Yep.
And so the ball's at the 2.
Talked a little bit with Parkview this week. They want to make Coffee throw the ball. They want them to get in a situation where they are behind the chains. Right here, we've got to pick it up at the 10. And you just go down. Cost yourself about 8 or 9 yards. Now you're going to start on the 2.
Well, this will be the first time we've seen them with a field to work with.
Yes.
They've been inside the 15-yard line on their first 2 possessions.
They really want to make Coffee throw the football, so we'll see what they do here.
So 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. Now, interesting story. We're going to get into it. They sent the coaches up to Ferris State.
Ferris State.
To, pick the brains of the coaching staff up there, and we'll explain why as we go throughout this thing.
Man.
And you're like, why would they go to Michigan to look at Ferris State when you got all these other? Because they set the scoring record in D1 football last year.
Well, they also had Trinidad Chambliss 2 years ago.
Chambliss was that's where he came from before he went to Ole Miss and led them into the playoff. But yeah, they set the state scoring record, or national scoring record. They've won 4 of the last 5 D2 national champions. So they sent the coaching staff up there to Ferris State. Handoff goes to Bobby Reynolds, and they feel like Tyler Downing, their quarterback, is a great fit for that offense that they were running at Ferris State. That's why that's one of the reasons why he's the starting quarterback this year.
When I was in high school, I remember Rockmart went to Delaware on a bus to see him run the wing T.
Yeah, there you go.
Crazy.
I don't think they took a bus to Michigan.
Well, back in the day, with a whole lot of travel money.
They didn't send the whole team. They sent the coaching staff.
Yep.
And then, of course, Coach Mike Coe said he spent a good deal of the offseason studying Kurt Signetti.
Okay.
And that speaks for itself.
No question.
And that is the end of the first quarter.
Wow. Fast
7-0.
first quarter.
Trojans on top by a touchdown as we head to the second.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Let's roll it. I'm Lee Zurich.
I'm Tisha Powell.
This
is Investigate TV Plus.
We start with real people and real questions.
We listen first, then go get answers.
Giving you the tools to protect what matters most.
And wherever the truth leads,
we go.
We've all had help planning for life's biggest moments, except for aging. Many feel completely lost. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well.
We tackle your questions about getting older with solutions for caregivers. You are not alone. Get answers and encouragement.
Make your later years your best years.
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this look to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
On behalf of the Georgia State Building Trades, we're excited to bring you the second quarter. Just like building a great football team, the State Building Trades build strong careers, even stronger communities. From apprenticeships to expert craftsmen, the Georgia State Building Trades keeps Georgia moving forward.
Kenny Mullins brings us back in to start this second quarter. It's 1st and 10 for Coffee in their own end, but they've got the 7-0 lead after 12 minutes. Handoff goes to Bobby Reynolds looking for some place to run, and there is no place to go. Dropped after a short gain. Bobby Kilpatrick, the Bandit linebacker, in on that tackle.
We might have our first, what I would call, phone booth game of the year. This is going to be played in tight quarters.
Yeah. Well, especially since you can't get outside the phone booth. You cannot run, like you said, east-west in this game. Reynolds.
Nice job there at Parkview.
Back into the phone booth.
Yep. See big 51 there, left tackle. Mack, 6'5", committed to UAB.
Messiah Mack.
Had a chance to work him out. He came to one of my camps.
3-star interior offensive lineman committed to the Blazers back on June 25th. 8 total offers. So now 3rd down.
Watch the big H back. Follow him. Different formation.
You can't miss the big H.
Well, in a different formation, he came in the game, and I'm telling you, they started pointing to each other on the sidelines, and that's when coaches say, I want a timeout. Even on 3rd and 7, you don't want to give up a cheap play when you see something, you have it. See them talking to Littleton there. That's Coach Coe's son.
Here's our Gordo's Cheese Tips student section of the game. You know you're bringing it when you're wearing the checkerboard overalls.
No question. Yeah, I talked about it last night as we pre-gamed it. It's hard not to. It's hard. And Matt, you've been doing this a lot longer than I have. It's still hard not to think about the Jeff Rancourt, Jeremy Myers, the Buster Faulkners, those teams. How special at one point Parkview was the premier program in the state of Georgia.
They set the then state record for 46-game winning streak.
Yes.
That actually shows you how long I've been doing this. Yes, I was there. We called the game the night Brookwood snapped the 46-game winning streak. They'd won 3 consecutive state championships.
That's my man Dave Hunter. He break that?
Yes, Dave was the head coach. So 3rd down. Of course, Dave bears the name of this showcase along with Corky KELL.
They're coming.
Dowling gets rid of it, dumps it off to Littleton, and Littleton gets dropped with a shoestring tackle by Brock Simmons, and Littleton's going to be short of the 1st down.
Yeah, he wasn't in there for a decoy. Yeah, you see them, watch them come on delay blitz here. You see 5 come up, he's unblocked. They want to speed it up a little bit for this quarterback. And again, talking to them, they really wanted to see if Coffee could get vertical with it, and could they force them into a throwing game.
So Cam Minifield is on to punt for the first time. He's standing at his 8-yard line.
First snap of the year here. You always worry about this one.
That snapper is Aiden Chansey.
They call timeout. Not lined up right. Coach Coe is not happy at all about this.
No matter the season, no matter your pest issue, Breda Pest Management will protect your home inside and out from bugs, termites, wildlife, and mosquitoes. Breda is proud to sponsor Georgia High School athletics. Get started at BredaPest.com.
We'll kind of give a quick update, man. We had a situation last night. Not a situation. It was a great thing. Nazir Braxton, it's a 2027 prospect from Decatur, and they get blown out. They get a running clock. That's been documented. This young man's 6'4", 230 pounds. And I told you last night on TV he was going to blow up. Talked to his parents about an hour before kickoff. Today, his first offer was from Reinhardt University. His second offer was from East Carolina. His third offer, about 10 minutes ago, was from Liberty. Said he has phone calls tonight with Oklahoma State, Memphis, and Virginia.
There you go. Congratulations,
man. Congratulations.
He wins the Oscar Delp Award.
Yes, yes, very much so.
So 4th down. Still have the punting unit out there, as you would anticipate, inside their own 25-yard line. And Minifield, end-over-end kick, kind of spinning like a helicopter. Going to be taken at the 40-yard line.
2 flags down.
And Parham gets it back to the 50. Still on his feet.
Nice
they don't
run.
wrap up. And Parham down to the 46.
2 flags. Well, they are really popping each other down there. You can hear it on the mics.
Didn't drive up from Douglas, Georgia to play flag football.
No. I tell you, this is like October weather for them.
U.S. Army National Guard take a look at tonight's officials, led by Tim Smith, our referee, and the rest of the crew, or part of the rest of the crew. And there's the rest of the crew. So check the call from Mr. Smith right here.
During the return, illegal block in the back on the receiving team. That'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. They will keep the ball, first down.
You know, you got to give the officials a lot of credit. You know, it's a tough job. And the rules you deal with in high school football, oftentimes you'll see people watch the game and they'll say, well, that, and they'll invoke an NFL rule or a college football rule, which not necessarily a rule in high school football.
And also, these are older gentlemen, the speed of the game, how hot it is. I can't say enough. Go down to your local rec, your local park, and sign up. There is a need for officials statewide at every level, and it pays good.
So here's Parkview. I believe this is their 4th possession. They start at their own 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Hart to the air, and his receiver slipped, making his cut to the outside. Or else that would have been a completion.
I'll tell you this, on time. You see that ball coming out of this break, the ball is there. That is a very experienced quarterback. He knows exactly where he's going. His receiver slipped down, but watch him know where the receiver comes out of the break, turns around, the ball's on him. Had he not fallen down, probably a completion right there. But anticipation and on time is a trademark of a very experienced quarterback.
Christian Ema, one of the newcomers in that wide receiver corps. The ball goes to Mullins on the handoff, and he pulls his way up to the 47. So they feel like they've got a deeper wide receiver corps than they did a year ago. That was problematic for them because Jalil Parham, who's their corner, and a really good one, had to spend a lot of his bullets, so to speak, on the offensive side of the ball. So they feel like they're going to be better on defense because they're deeper at wide receiver this year. Third down coming up, medium distance. Hart guns it to the far side, incomplete because Trey Smith was in his grill. Nathaniel Scott was poised to make that catch. And Trey Smith, who's probably had the biggest game so far out of anybody on the football field, comes up and makes sure he doesn't make that catch.
I mean, listen, I can't say it's easy to do, but you play wide receiver, your quarterback hits you in the hands like that. You got to make that. You got to make that catch for him. And they're going left forward. They're lined up on 4th and 5.
Not anymore.
Oh man, I don't know about that one. Oh my goodness, I don't know about that one. Did he cross?
False start on the offense.
Oh, I was about to say.
5-yard penalty remain, 4th down.
I thought they caught on defense. He didn't cross.
No. Yeah, the wide receiver moved.
I didn't see that.
That Coffee staff has about 7 or 8 new coaches. And it wasn't because people were getting fired from last year's team. It's because they had 2 guys take head coaching jobs.
Awesome.
And those 2 head coaching jobs took a couple of the assistants with them. And so, therefore, you ended up with a lot of new blood in the coaching staff for Mike Coe's operation. Garrett Grady, who had been the head coach at Brunswick, is one of those guys.
Yeah.
High snap. Hart gets that out of there. Line drive kick, which will be non-returnable. Made sure that Trey Smith would not be returning that one since he kicked it out of bounds. They're going to spot it at the 22, so a great spot for Parkview on that kick. And Coffee on offense when we get back, and they lead this one 7-0.
Basic combat training is a 10-week experience that will challenge you both physically and mentally. Each phase of your training will introduce you to new soldier skills, building and advancing them along the way. You and your fellow soldiers will work as a team to accomplish each mission, overcome each obstacle, and earn the right to wear the black beret of an Army National Guard soldier.
At Breda, we made the decision to invest in infrared cameras. The infrared gives us a unique advantage because we can pinpoint that termite damage. We then use our microwave technology, which allows us to localize our treatment so we can get rid of those termites quicker before that damage becomes extensive. And that saves you a lot of money as a homeowner.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Northside Hospital Orthopedics is here to keep you moving with elite orthopedic, sports medicine, and joint care locations across the state. We'll be by your side because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving.
Transform your outdoor space with Inspired Landscape Solutions Incorporated. With 34 years of expertise and a passion for innovation, we offer full-service maintenance, custom hardscape, outdoor living design, irrigation, lighting, and so much more. Whether you're envisioning a serene garden retreat or a vibrant outdoor entertainment area, we bring your dreams to life. Inspire Landscape Solutions, where creativity meets craftsmanship.
So back in Atlanta on a blistering hot day, although the temperature down a little bit, down to about 89. Got some cloud cover for this second game. Flea flicker to the sideline. It goes. Caught at the 40. Was the inbounds or out?
Out of bounds.
He was out of bounds. Trying to hug the sideline. Cameron Carswell hauls it in, but he didn't get his feet down.
Oh, man.
It's a big play right there that they missed on.
I tell you what, that's the old basketball inbound play. You come out of a timeout. You got to play dialed up.
Carswell's a guy that ran a 4.25 laser time.
Ooh. I wonder he was behind the DB. Oh, he's out of bounds already.
He was out of bounds before the ball even got there.
Yep.
So he was ineligible right there. As soon as he steps out of bounds, he's done. So second down.
Coffee coaching staff to our right. Boy, they had a huge reaction right there. They knew they had a chance.
Well, they caught Parkview peeking in on that flea flicker. Handoff goes to Reynolds. Reynolds up to the 28-yard line.
J.J. Brown in there on the tackle.
Bobby Reynolds is an amazing story. He's a senior. Start of last season. See, there's J.J. Man, he made a tackle.
He got a fall, didn't he?
Just that's a shoulder pad tackle right there by J.J. Brown. We'll get back to that story on Bobby Reynolds in just a moment. He's a junior, sophomore season. Well, between his sophomore and junior seasons, found out his dad had throat cancer. Unfortunate situation. His dad passed away. Coach Coe and his offensive coordinator got in their car, drove to Bobby's house, and he wasn't there. He was at Dollar Tree getting a job.
Man.
Told the coaches, I'm the man of the house now. I got to work.
Goodness.
Amazing story. Just tells you a lot about the character makeup of a young man, Bobby Reynolds. Dowling drops it off. That's complete. That is not going to be enough for the first down, but does get him up close to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, you like that play, man. Nice, easy pass. Effective. Picks up about 5 yards, 6 yards.
That was DJ Johnson, the H-back. He's the number 1 H-back on the depth chart ahead of Littleton. Made the catch right there, brings up second down. Bobby Reynolds, a couple of yards on the play. 1,000-yard rusher last year. KJ DeBruce, who was their star running back. We got a big man down.
He got rolled up on a little bit there at the end.
That looks like 76, Marcus Carter, who is the backup center. We already saw the number 1 center, Marquez Curry, go out of the game. Marquez left the game earlier, and now the number 2 center, Marcus Carter, is flat on his back. So we'll step aside as they tend to Marcus down on the field.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this look to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
Hiring.com to apply today.
We've all had help planning for life's biggest moments, except for aging. Many feel completely lost. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well.
We tackle your questions about getting older with solutions for caregivers. You are not alone. Get answers and encouragement.
Make your later years your best years.
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
Never stop wowing you.
Back in downtown Atlanta, Coffee on top of Parkview, 7-0. You'll see the injury to Marcus Carter right here. Some friendly fires. He gets rolled up.
Man.
Yeah, the running back came in and hit him from behind as he was being tackled. And now Parkview blows up the running play with Bobby Reynolds at the line of scrimmage.
Corky, KELL, Dave Hunter, phone booth classic right here. This is a grown man football game.
Trying to get an ID on who they have in there at center.
58?
Yeah, it's 58. He had his jersey rolled up, so it was hard to tell. So it's 58, who's not on our 2-deep depth chart. So that means they're down to their 3rd team center, as both Curry and Carter both left this game with injuries. We'll see if either one of those guys can get back. Bobby Reynolds got hit, scrambles forward for a couple of yards across midfield to the 49. Yes,
I believe Carter's coming back in. Yep, center's coming back in.
Yeah, they were down to the number 3 guy, I think.
76 is back in. Good news.
So that's Marcus Carter, who's the number 2 guy. The number 1 guy, Curry, still has not come back in. So 3rd down, 5 to go.
Littleton attached up top. H back there at the top of the screen, 0.
Dowling, the quarterback, wants to pass it, fires across the middle, and Littleton was deep. He'd beat the defense down. I guess they didn't figure the guy could get downfield, but he did.
2 times he's been in, both times he's been targeted. And boy, the Coffee coaching staff beside me just absolutely went nuts. Right up the scene, wide open right there, man.
Yeah, he caught a touchdown pass in their scrimmage against Fitzgerald.
And
he was wide open right there.
Athletic 2029 prospect.
Georgia, among those who've already offered, in fact, Coach Coe said that Kirby and Coach Hartley said that Littleton reminds him of Jalen Carter.
When you told me that during the TV timeout, man.
Hey, I'm just the messenger
I'll tell
here.
you what.
Coach Coe says that Kirby and Hartley said he reminds them of Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter, until his junior year, played tight end at Apopka.
Here is the punt. Away from the return man, bounces sideways in the middle of the field, going to be down to the 10. So indeed, if that's the case, you're seeing one of the top prospects in the entire country in 2029 playing right here at the CORKY KELL Classic today. as you take a look at the GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com resume for the Coffee Trojans. Mike Coe in his 5th season won his state championship here in Georgia in his 2nd season. He won 4 of them in Madison County in Florida. But coming off a very uncharacteristic 4-7 season last year, everything went wrong last year. And you see the key players, Xavier Littleton, Xavier, he goes by Dooley. I didn't get into that conversation. Probably has nothing to do with Vince.
Nah, might be Dooley County.
Yeah. Well, that would be
he grew up a little bit up. Uh-oh, ball on the ground.
And they got it. Trojans get on top of that thing before it rolls out of bounds.
Quick turnaround. Parkview defense has to come flying out of the tent. Short field, turnover. Well, they are. Coffee defense is flying around.
Parkview's in danger of going down 2 touchdowns here.
Watch this hit.
Wow,
stripped it.
Yeah. And it's Marquez Morris who ends up on it. We've called that young man's name
13,
a number of
watch
times
13
already.
right here. Strip it.
And then 14, Morris is the guy who jumps on top of him.
Boy.
So dangerous times here for Parkview as Coffee comes back out on the field. Morris recovering that fumble, and it gives the ball to his Trojans offense at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Empty backfield for Dowling. Gonna run it up the middle, runs into his own man and gets inside the 5 down to the 4.
That's their game. That's exactly what they want to do right there. Get in behind their pads with this big quarterback.
Illegal shift on the offense.
That's not what they want to do, is get behind the chains here.
And again, they wanted to pattern this thing after the Ferris State offense.
Correct.
That Ferris State offense, that set the record in college football for scoring, and that includes the big schools too. I think they put 844 points on the board last year. They won 4 of the last 5 D2 national championships, so they really feel like Dowling is a fit for that offense, and that's the offense kind of patterned after that. Direct snap to Dowling, just going to run it. Single wing offense right there.
Yep.
Down to the 14-yard line.
Well, they are big up front. Man, they're big.
It's 2nd down.
And they're doing this right now with their number 1 center over on the sideline injured.
2nd and 12 at the 14.
Got Caden Odoms at left tackle. Devin Lindsay at left guard. King Lewis at right guard. Messiah Mack, who we mentioned, he's the prospect, playing at right tackle, number 51.
They're in no hurry right here.
Yeah, this is draining the clock.
Yeah, they are definitely running it. I think I'll let this thing run down and call timeout. Coach goes heading toward the official.
Still 10 on the play clock. And the timeout will be coming here in just a moment. I mean, that was a slow bleed of this clock then with 1 second on the play clock.
Shorten the game?
That's how you do it.
I hadn't seen that one in a while.
And I was going to say, man, this is like an eternity in high school football to see that clock run like that. So you take a look at the Coffee County schedule, man, they play a daunting schedule. They've got 3 top 10s on that schedule, and all of them are in their same region, by the way.
My goodness, look at next week.
Lee County, Houston County, Thomas County Central, got Ware County. That's the big battle with the county next county over. That's the big rivalry game with the Gators coming up. But then you've got Lee County and Houston County right there in October. Those are top 10 teams. And Thomas County Central defending state champs on the night before Halloween.
What a schedule.
Yeah, I tell you what, they went 4-7 last year. And with this new PSR, they could do that again. I don't think they want to, and still make the playoffs, and maybe even get a home game.
Man. I got to redo my rankings. The 2 hardest schedules might be Ohio State, Texas, and Coffee.
The Coffee Trojans. See the folks that made the road trip up from Douglas, Georgia.
Wow, what a schedule.
Man, they're getting a break. There's no gnats here.
Oh, they're loving this.
It's hot. They got hot in Douglas, but they got gnats in Douglas.
Above the gnat line.
No gnats here. Not a lot of them. Handoff goes to DJ Johnson. So this is a little bit of a break for the folks from Douglas.
When I tell you they're in no hurry, they're in no hurry right here.
I don't know that I've seen a slow-down offense in the second quarter. I've seen it in the fourth quarter.
I mean, they're bringing in players, taking their time. Littleton's in.
Keep trotting on the field. Going to throw it to Littleton. Look at the catch, one-handed behind him.
Oh, my goodness.
Littleton touchdown. Are you kidding me? He reached behind himself and got that.
Oh, my goodness.
Had 9 offers, maybe 18 by tomorrow morning.
I tell you what.
Wow, what a play by Littleton.
You can call him whoever you want to call him now. What a catch.
Look at this from the big 270 H-back. He snags that way behind him. It wasn't close behind him. It was way behind him. He had to twist his body like a pretzel to get in a position to catch that thing that was so far behind him.
Oh, my goodness, and that's an extra point.
Hernandez missed the extra point, so the score remains 13-0. What a play by Dooley Littleton.
Longtime coach there, Bob Hall. Former Troy, Early County back in the day.
Another look at this touchdown catch by Dooley Littleton. Wow. And then bouncing off the defenders, or maybe I should say the defenders bouncing off him. And a 13-0 lead for the Trojans. Came to Coach Coe last year and said, Coach, I want to give football a shot. I didn't think he had to ask again. I don't think he had to tell him that again. Coach was like,
yeah,
well, come on in here. Let's see if we can suit you up. But he's relatively new to the game of football, which makes you really excited if you're recruiting him for college football, because you're working with a blank slate in a lot of ways.
Well, he's going to be a D lineman, too. I can tell you this. He's been in 3 plays on offense. He's had 3 targets.
And that's exactly what Coach Coe says. Ultimately, where do you see him play? He says D tackle, DN, next level.
D tackle, yeah, he is. I mean, Kirby Smart and Todd Hartley said it, but I could see some Charles Grant in him.
No, I love that comparison.
Yeah.
Charles Grant, who we just inducted into the Georgia High School Football Players Hall of Fame this past season.
Yep.
And he was hell on wheels at Miller County, wasn't he?
My goodness.
Trying to stop that guy. And, of course, he got Coach Donnan would give him the ball every once in a while, too.
Here we go.
That's Caldwell on the return. First time we've had a chance to really call K.J. Caldwell's name, but a 4-star rated as high as the number 8 safety in the country.
2-minute, 2:47 right here. Got some timeouts. See what Coach Clack dials up. He's seen a couple times, seen a couple possessions, kind of knows what to expect right now from Coffee. Let's see how he attacks this. A lot of times you speed things up right here in a 2-minute offense. Your quarterback gets in a quick rhythm.
And quite frankly, I feel like Parkview's probably played a little bit slower than I thought they would today. Of course, a lot of that has had to do with the Coffee
behind the chains.
The Coffee defense has held them to 31 yards of total offense so far, and that's a big reason why they haven't been able to get into that rhythm. Zandon Mullins with the run, and they've really kept the ball on the ground a lot. Greg Hart, that is, 5'10", passing for 24 yards, and Mullins is their leading rusher. He had 12 prior to that carry right there.
They got to get him going. I think second half you're going to see a good dose of number 5. He should be fresh. Got to see if you can steal any points right here. Regroup at halftime.
You got to get on the board here, don't you?
Yep.
Turn that 2-touchdown deficit into 1 prior to the locker room.
Well, they run the football, man.
So 3rd and 1 coming up right here. Clock going to go under 2 minutes right now. Coffee really I mean, the scoreboard tells you that they've won this first half. They've been the better team. 3rd and 1. Mullins gets the first down or close to it.
He got it, I think.
Yeah, second effort, I think, got it, but it's going to be tight.
Yeah, he got it. But boy, he took a lick.
So now you got a fresh set of downs to work with here. Let's see if they air it out a little bit.
There we go. Empty set, 5 wide, 3 down linemen for Coffee.
Hart in the drop back, fires, and did he get a foot down? He did. That's a nice catch by Ema. And a first down at the 43.
Going to go fast. And again, the quarterback hits you on the money coming out of the break. Hard to tell there.
That was close.
The official was on it. See him right there.
The official was right there looking at it. It was really close on the replay. So 1st and 10. Caught.
See right here.
Take another look at it. Hard to tell with the blurriness on that replay.
Yeah, can't really tell right there, but if he's got possession, he's in with foot down. Trust the official right there. He had the best look of anyone.
Yeah. 2nd down, pump fake, deep throw, and intercepted at the 22-yard line. A little bit too deep of a throw. That's Trey Smith again, putting up a highlight reel here in the first half. He's going to take it back all the way for the Coffee touchdown. Trey Smith, have yourself a game, and it's still the first half.
Boy, he is a physical corner that can run. Watch him go up and get this ball. It's a long throw.
Too long.
He stared him down. Look at that.
Trey Smith on defense. Trey Smith in the return game has been huge for Coffee today. That's a long throw, and Smith was there when it ran out of gas. Hernandez on for the PAT. He missed his last one, and he converts on this one, and it's 20-0. Wow, so Parkview now really under the gun. We felt like they needed to get points to cut that 2-touchdown deficit down to 1. Now they're down 3 touchdowns.
Just really right now, a couple of rhythm throws there. That was just a misread on the quarterback. Great play by the defensive back. Not sure he saw him, or I thought he thought that the DB was going to sit flat. Cover 2 to kind of go to that corner, but the ball is a long throw for him. It's a long throw in high school.
Yeah, do you think that? Yeah, it's exactly. First thing out of my mouth was, wow, that's a really long throw. First thing that pops into my head is that's a long throw for him to be attempting right here.
Yep, you want to layer that. You're trying to layer that over the defensive back, makes a good play. You see Parkview players talking to each other. And I'm going to tell you, it's first game of the year, but this is gut check time. You're on TV. You're representing Gwinnett County right now. And Coffee is taking it to Parkview.
Yeah, Coffee's punched him in the mouth. And if you look at the total yardage, that doesn't tell the story of how they've dominated this game. But what they've been able to do defensively, what they've been able to do in special teams has been the story of the game. Now, Coffee doesn't have their kick unit out there for some reason.
I don't know what's going on there.
We're not in a TV timeout, folks. So now Parkview going to huddle up. I'm not sure why we have this break in the action. I'm trying to see if there's something going on the Coffee side that we don't know about. Doesn't appear to be.
Oh, there's head coach. Roger. Is it a water break? Could be. Bring them back out.
Don't know that we'd have a water break 1 minute before halftime. Wait a minute and then drink all the water you want.
They delay a game? Don't see it. Interesting. 20-0, 59 seconds.
Wow, yeah, Coffee has really made a statement here in this first half.
Yeah, man.
Now Parkview's got to regroup. They'll get the ball back again. They could really use a nice return right here. Hernandez will kick it off. And going to get out of bounds. So they'll, instead of a nice return, they'll take the ball at the 35. So ball at the 35 for Parkview, and now they got 59 seconds to work with and down 3 scores.
They're going to make them re-kick it?
They want the return?
I think,
of course, they can do that.
Yeah, I would.
They can make them back it up 5 yards and re-kick.
I saw this one night, one of the best high school games I ever saw, MLK and Stevenson. They had to kick it back to Blake Tibbs the second time. And the second time, he ran it back.
Kick out of bounds on the kicking team. Parkview has chosen a 5-yard penalty and a re-kick.
So this is an option that they have. You don't see many teams exercise it.
And you're looking you're looking for explosive play.
Yeah. Coffee, Littleton scored their first touchdown on the Wildcat. And then Dowling on the touchdown pass to Littleton with a spectacular Sports Center top 10 nominee, if you ask me. And then the pick 6 by Trey Smith.
Yeah, I think a little confusion right there.
So Hernandez kickoff. This time it's going to be in the middle of the field, or at least in the field of play. Caldwell's going to take that from the 14. Tries to get around the other edge. And Caldwell out of bounds at
35.
About the 35, where it would have been had they not made them re-kick. So it all works out in the wash, and Parkview now down 3 scores, has to put the ball in play from that yard line, the 35, and now they lose 11 seconds. Now there's 48 seconds left in the half. So coming off a pick 6 like that, how gun-shy would you be to push the ball?
No, you trust him. I mean, you trust him. I mean, it's the experienced quarterback. He talks about how much he trusts him, how it was just, I think it confused him a little bit. I think he thought it was going to be a flat defender. Going to try to layer that ball. Long throw, just didn't get enough on it.
So they go back to the air. Hart going to run it instead. And Hart gets dropped after a 4-yard gain. Looks like we got a man down for Parkview. Might be a cramp. Hopefully that's all it is. It was a non-contact injury, I believe. So hopefully it's just a cramp at the 41. It's Nathaniel Scott as we take a look at our injury report, Northside Hospital. Yeah, there was no contact on the play. He just went down afterwards. Yeah, it's a cramp. They're working on his left calf muscle.
Boy, that thing's tight. Oh, boy.
It's funny, we were talking to Coach Clack earlier in the week. It was Tuesday when we talked to him, and he said he was like going to the store as soon as we got done with our conversation so that he could go buy some water bottles because he saw some players out in school not drinking their water. And he said, we got to be hydrating right now.
Yep.
So they get Scott off the field. Second down. Clock continues to run. Looks like Parkview just wants to roll this thing on out of here and get to the locker room. Going to go back to the air. Hart steps up in the pocket, gets hit as he throws, and it is complete. And that's going to be a first down at the 50-yard line. Ball goes to Xavier Davis-Grimes.
All timeout. Give you a chance to throw one in the end zone or throw something deep.
Yep. 5 seconds left in the half. They get the ball to the 48, so 52 yards away. So a Hail Mary opportunity right here using their last timeout. So we'll see what they're able to do here now that they got the ball near midfield and let Hart just heave it as far as he can. And a good job by Davis Grimes right there. I think that's his second catch of the game. It's going to be his third catch of the game, I believe.
Thing about it is, man, when they complete a pass, how fast Coffee gets there. I mean, their defensive backs are all over the field.
They're the guys, the special teams guys.
Liking this.
Yes, I tell you what, Coach Coe calls them the United Nations. That's his, the special teams guy.
Man.
That's their United Nations.
I like it.
Got a little something of everything.
Standing down here by themselves. Got a little TV time.
So maybe the final play of the half right here, barring a penalty. Hart rolling out to his left, looking downfield, goes underneath, and that's going to be caught on the final play of the half by Ema, and that'll end the first 24 minutes of this game. And a 20-0 lead for Coffee. Parkview work to do, adjustments to make as they head to the locker room. It's been all Coffee getting after it on defense and special teams. Halftime coming up from Center Park Stadium.
You ready? Let's move the chains. Protect the quarterback. Find the open man. Cross the goal line. Turns out the biggest wins don't happen on Friday night. They happen on Monday morning. Find your team at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
The Georgia Sheet Metal JETC provides apprentices with free training and careers that are stable and essential to the operation of the modern world. Both craft jobs and management positions offer lucrative pay with benefits as well as the stability of a growing industry. Skilled journeymen in the sheet metal industry are essential to our community now and in the future. Learn more about free technical training with no student debt at our website, careersinsheetmetal.com.
4 dealerships, one name you can count on. At Hardy Family Automotive Group, we bring you more inventory, more savings, and more ways to drive home happy in a new vehicle. Shop tough trucks at Hardy Family Ford, premium SUVs and performance at Hardy Chevy GMC, huge selection at Hardy Superstore, and quality pre-owned vehicles at Hardy Resale. And with Hardy Mobile Service, Hardy rolls to you. Hardy Automotive Group, different roads, one destination.
We love it and we need it.
What sets us apart? At the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office, we're guided by the mission to serve and protect through dedication, professionalism, active cooperation with the community, and respect for human dignity. Our core values, integrity, service, respect, and progress, are at the heart of everything we do. If you're ready to make a difference, join our team. Start your career today with the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office. Apply at gogcso.com. Your future awaits.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic is sponsored by the Mechanical Trades Institute, Skilled Trades, the alternative everyone should know about. Northside Hospital, we keep Georgia moving. The Georgia Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors Association. CareersInSheetMetal.com, building a solid future. Hardy Family Automotive Group, we love you and we need you. And by Georgia High School Sports Daily. Live weekdays at noon on the Peachtree Sports Network.
Welcome into our halftime show presented by Georgia Construction Careers. I'm Landon Knight alongside Craig Sager. Craig, it is so hard to believe that after this we're going to be on our 11th and final matchup of our Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic, but we still have a great game ahead. That's going to be Houston County facing off against West Forsyth. I want to start with this West Forsyth team. They're going to be under the leadership of first-year head coach Jacob Nichols. He was formerly the offensive coordinator for this team, but this is going to be your team that you're covering tonight. What are you expecting out of them?
Yeah, I've known Jacob Nichols since he was a head coach at Alpharetta. I thought he did a phenomenal job there. He joined this West Forsyth program. He's been the offensive coordinator. West Forsyth has had a ton of success. They've been making the playoff runs, back-to-back quarterfinal appearances. But when you look at the the familiarity with the program. There's a lot of smooth transitions. I think this is one of the smoothest we've seen. The torch was handed over to him. The AD at West Forsyth, Brett Phipps, Jacob's dad, he wanted that consistency, and that's what they got. They kept the majority of that staff, so I think it's going to be a smooth transition. They'll continue that momentum.
And Craig, on the other side of this matchup, that's going to be Houston County. And you talk about a team with a lot of talent, some South Georgia football. They're going to be under the leadership of Coach Edwards. What are you expecting from this team?
Yeah, Houston County is just so impressive to me. When I look at the job that Jeremy Edwards has done, this program looks like they're ready for that state championship. I really like Ryan Maxwell, their quarterback. Coach Edwards put him out there as an underclassman, knowing that he was ready, but also when you start an underclassman, you're able to see him progress through his journey, become that leader and a very special talent. He has big shoes to fill, obviously, with A.J. Hill graduating, but we saw it last year. He's ready for the spotlight.
And Craig, this truly was a special edition of our KORKY KELL Dave Hunter Classic because it was the 35th anniversary. I have mixed emotions. I'm actually sad for this event to end, but just talk about what you've seen the past couple of days.
Yeah, it's been very exciting. I just like being at the different locations. Starting at the bins was very cool, and I think what the KORKY KELL offers is, I mean, a lot of surprising results. There's been some games. I'm looking at this one right now with Coffee. The way they've come out probably stunned a lot of people. So this really just helps set the storylines for the entire state. We've had so many people tuning in. The buzz on social media has been outstanding. Just seeing some of the individual plays so far is very exciting.
Greg, it's truly been something special to be a part of. We're going to have more of our halftime show right after this.
Atlanta News First investigates like no one else.
You contacted what, the GBI?
More accountability.
We expect you to do better.
More transparency.
These are lives that are at stake.
More solutions.
Do you think this would have happened if we hadn't gotten involved?
No.
Every Sunday.
What has this cost you? This costed me my childhood.
Why would they offer you money? To make it go away.
The stories, the issues, the truth uncovered on Atlanta News First. Our agenda is you.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this book to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah L. Ferrone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
I'm Lee Zurich.
I'm Tisha Powell.
This
is Investigate TV Plus.
We start with real people and real questions, giving you the tools to protect what matters most.
And wherever the truth leads, we go.
We're here to help you prepare for aging. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well. Make your later years your best years.
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
Protecting America. Visit forthepeople.com.
Welcome back into the halftime show presented by Georgia Construction Careers. Now it's time for our halftime hit brought to you by IBEW Local 613. We're joined by Mechanical Contractors Association's Bob Bradley. Bob, for people who don't know what the MCA is, can you share a little bit about it?
Sure. The Mechanical Contractors Association is an association of contractors that, in partnership with the UA Local 72 and our training facility, the Mechanical Trades Institute, we do plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, and HVAC on the industrial commercial sector. So in other words, we put the pipes in Mercedes-Benz Stadium and this stadium here.
Bob, talk a little bit about just the value of having a trade in this day's work environment.
Well, my son went 5 years to Middle Tennessee State University, and he's working on industrial conveyance systems right now. He didn't need to spend $72,000 to do what he's doing right now. The young people just need to understand there's options out there for them. It doesn't have to be just go to college. There's a lot of options that these kids can carry, no debt, and make a lot of money and provide for a family very well.
And Bob, you touched on this here, but college isn't for everyone after high school. So can you share a little bit about what they can take away from being a part of the MCA?
Well, again, the training is the finest in the world. So our facility here, and we're building another facility in Lawrenceville right now that'll be open in fall of 27. We have over 1,000 apprentices right now, and we just need more. All the skilled trades need more.
What have you seen just with the growth and participation of your numbers?
Well, they continue to grow. The need is there. A large percentage of our employees, of the local 72 members, are over 45, 50 years old. They'll be retiring soon. We've got to fill that gap. And again, financially, it's worth it for these young people to come in as early as they can and start building their retirement, start building their annuities.
And Bob, for those who are looking to get more information, how can they do that today?
Yeah, if they're interested in our trade, my website is afutureinpiping.com. But we also have something special going on October 14th for parents and students and teachers. It's a free webinar where we talk about all the opportunities after high school not being traditional four-year college. And then there's opportunities to talk to employers that are actually hiring when these young people graduate. And if they want more information on that, that's nextstepswebinars.org.
Again, that was Bob Bradley with the Mechanical Contractors Association. Bob, it's always glad to have you up here. We're going to be right back with more of the halftime show right after this.
You ready? Let's move the chains. Protect the quarterback. Find the open man. Cross the goal line. Turns out the biggest wins don't happen on Friday night. They happen on Monday morning. Find your team at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
Four dealerships, one name you can count on. At Hardy Family Automotive Group, we bring you more inventory, more savings, and more ways to drive home happy in a new vehicle. Shop tough trucks at Hardy Family Ford, premium SUVs and performance at Hardy Chevy GMC, huge selection at Hardy Superstore, and quality pre-owned vehicles at Hardy Resale. And with Hardy Mobile Service, Hardy rolls to you. Hardy Automotive Group, different roads, one destination.
We love it and we need it.
School sports. For more information, contact SCORE Atlanta today.
Some towns just feel different the moment you arrive. Douglas, Georgia is one of them. Downtown moves at a pace worth slowing down for. Local shops, great food, and the kind of southern charm you don't find just anywhere. Step outside the city, and nature takes over. Wildlife, historic grounds, and wide open spaces. And for those who love history, Douglas has preserved it beautifully. Come, spend a day. You might just start planning your next trip before you leave.
Welcome back into the halftime show presented by Georgia Construction Careers. I'm Landon Knight alongside Craig Sager. Now we're joined by Sergeant Smith with the National Guard. Sergeant Smith, for those who might not know a lot about the National Guard, can you share a little bit about what your job looks like?
Absolutely. First, hi everyone. So my job in the National Guard is recruiting. So that's what I do full time, but also I do logistics. So that's what I do personally. But the National Guard does way more than that. So the National Guard is a dual mission service. So we actually respond to the governor as well as we get to serve overseas. But we work part-time whenever we're not activated.
And when talking to young people, what's kind of the message that you felt has resonated with them?
Okay, so when talking to young people, it is definitely the flexibility the National Guard offers. Like I mentioned before, we are part-time, so 1 weekend a month definitely allows them to figure out what is that they want to do while still serving in the National Guard.
And Sergeant Smith, can you share a little bit about your personal story and what inspired you to join the Guard?
Yes, absolutely. So I joined the National Guard when I was 17 years old, and I was a junior in high school. I come from an immigrant family, so we didn't have any means to go to college. When I heard about the National Guard paying 100% for college, I immediately jumped into it, and 11 years later, here I am. It has given me so many amazing opportunities. I have grown so much from a 17-year-old now to a 28-year-old. And it has helped me out so much to the point that now my son, 4 years old, he has college paid for as well. So it's definitely tons of benefits that come from joining the National Guard.
And then for those that maybe are exploring this as an option, what's the first step they need to take?
Okay, so the first step is to contact a local recruiter. So a lot of recruiters usually have schools assigned to them, but if you're not in high school anymore, you can go to www.nationalguard.com/Georgia for here, the state, or you can call 1-800-National Guard. And this is going to connect you with your nearest recruiter, and just get in contact with them and they'll be able to help you out.
Again, this was Sergeant Smith with the National Guard. Sergeant Smith, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for all you do.
Thank you for having me, guys.
We're going to be right back with more of the halftime show on the other side of this.
We're here to help you prepare for aging. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well. Make your later years your best years.
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
Hiring.com to apply today.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this book to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
I'm Lee Zurich.
I'm Tisha Powell.
This
is Investigate TV Plus.
We start with real people and real questions, giving you the tools to protect what matters most.
And wherever the truth leads, we go.
Now it's time for our Legacy Moment, brought to you by Legacy Structures. Coffee County's Xavier Littleton is already ranked amongst the top 100 players in the class of 2029. He's actually on track to become one of the highest rated recruits in program history. Tonight we also want to give a special shout out to Tacos and Tequila for always having us game day ready. They have been providing food for us all week. They're a locally owned by a Georgia family since 2010. Tacos and Tequila is Metro Atlanta's neighborhood Mexican restaurant where the whole neighborhood eats. From our table to yours, our catering and food trucks go anywhere, so your next team party, booster event, or celebration can always taste like game day. Always proud to support Georgia high schools.
All right. Thank you, Landon. Matt Stewart and Rusty Mansell.
Can we get a Uber delivery on Tacos
I was
Tequila up
getting ready
here
to say,
to the club level?
How about Uber Eats right up here to
Listen, I've had that a couple days in a row. I'll tell you, I'm not tired of it. Very, very good food. Been impressed.
Coffee 20, Parkview nothing. Speaking of impressed with the Trojans. And how about Trayshawn Smith, the cornerback, with a 77-yard pick six and 101 yards of punt returns in this game. And this is him right there. This set up their first score of the day.
Yeah, you love this. Two big kick returns from him. He wasn't done making an impact either.
Turned into a touchdown run by Dooley Littleton.
He's not done either.
No. And then Smith again, another kick return by Smith. He has been spectacular the entire game. This led to another touchdown.
This glides. Watch this catch right here.
And the catch by Littleton reaching behind his back to make that grab. 13-0 at that point. And how about some more Trey Smith? Pick six, takes it back 77 yards for the score. And it's been all Coffee. They've held Parkview to 19 yards rushing in the first half.
I tell you, I would have never thought that. I told you before we went on the air, we don't do predictions. I said, Matt, Coffee is for real. I saw him up front, and certainly they hadn't let anybody down the first half.
Well, they're out to prove that the 2025 season in which they stumbled to a 4-7 record was an aberration. That's not something that Coach Mike Coe is accustomed to, and certainly doesn't want it to become a routine. So Coffee on top, 20-0, as we get ready for the start of the second half. We'll step aside and get back in time for the third quarter in just a moment.
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic is sponsored by Sports Turf. We pursue perfection because it's your legacy. The Georgia Army National Guard. Live here, serve here, work here. Uncommon is calling. Smart Local 85. Sheet metal is a smart move. Zaxby's. Zaxby's famous fingers and sauces. Try some after the game at your local Zaxby's. And by Score Atlanta, your source for Georgia high school sports.
What happens after you graduate? Will you go to the next level? Will people have your back in the heat of the battle? Will you still train like a champion in the pursuit of greatness? You will when you become an IBEW electrician. Join our team. Visit IBEW613.org.
So when I got in the program, I was 18. At the time, I think the most appealing thing was, I could start out going to school and making money while I'm going to school. Not coming out in 4 or 5 years, $30,000, $40,000 in debt. That was the biggest attraction to this. I got in 3 days after graduation and hadn't looked back.
Sports move fast, so your program should move faster. Track stats live, follow the action anywhere, win more games. Scorekeeping and game tracking for your school with Game Day Preps.
Finding the right place to plant roots isn't just about square footage. It's about everything around it. In Douglas, that means top-tier healthcare right in your backyard. It means strong schools, championship sports facilities. It means a real opportunity for growing industry, a modern airport, and a business community that's building towards something. It means coming home to a community that actually feels like one. Douglas, Georgia. It's not just a great place to visit. It's an even better place to call home.
Hey, I'm Steve Langley with Smart Local 85. We are proud to sponsor the third quarter of tonight's matchup. Just like these two teams have some of the best talent in the state of Georgia, Smart Local 85 represents the best in sheet metal, air, rail, and transportation workers across Georgia. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the third quarter.
So back at Center Park Stadium in downtown Atlanta for the second of our triple header on this first Friday of high school football in the state of Georgia. Matt Stewart and Rusty Mansell, the Parkview cheerleaders, going at it, but the football team, they're facing a big deficit right now, trailing Coffee by a score of 20-0. And Rusty, the Trojans get the ball first to start this third quarter.
Yeah, you want to see what adjustments Parkview has made here. We talked about the game was being played in a phone booth, a couple of big plays, a pick six, turnovers, punt returns. This is kind of a prideful moment early in the season for Parkview. You're on TV. You're representing Gwinnett County. Right now, you're getting hit in the mouth to see how they respond.
Yeah, they simply have not been able to generate any kind of offense against this Coffee team. And when they finally were able to generate some offense and get a drive started, Hart throws a 77-yard pick six to Trey Smith.
Yep. Tell you what, man. But no Coach Clack get a chance to regroup, see what you do, and see how you're going to attack this team. I think they got to get back. They got to be able to run the football a little bit. Got to get north-south. It's easier said than done, but you got a power forward commit. You got a big offensive lineman. You got a Division I running back verbal commit to Kennesaw State. You got a senior quarterback, very experienced. Settle in, get some early points right here in the second half.
If you're just looking at total yards, you're going to be fooled a little bit because Parkview actually has 85 total yards to Coffee 66.
Yeah.
But it's what Coffee's been able to do, big plays on special teams and defense.
Yes.
And that's why they have a 3-touchdown lead right now.
2 returns, a turnover, and a pick six.
So we'll see how Parkview's able to respond. First of all, they got to respond on defense.
Yes.
But that really, like I said, they haven't been bitten hard on defense. Coffee hasn't done a whole lot offensively. Coffee has been able to cash in after big plays by the special teams. So two teams looking to rebound from very uncharacteristic, disappointing 4-win seasons a year ago. And right now, Coffee's got the great first step with the 20-0 lead after one half of play.
Yep, man.
And you talked to Coach Coe. I mean, it was just a cacophony of misfortune last year. KJ DeBruce, their top running back, kept getting hurt, couldn't stay healthy, couldn't play a couple of games in a row. You know, when they got there in 2022, they played a lot of sophomores his first year. Those guys became 3-year starters. So when they vacated the premises, you had a lot of inexperienced players behind them. Throw in the fact you had Hurricane Helene. You had a ninth grade and JV team that never got on the field pretty much that year. Yeah. Those guys now become varsity players. So just a whole lot of things that went wrong last year, not making excuses, but those are facts. And it looks like they've responded well here in the opener.
Well, they got 16 returning starters. Yeah, they're definitely back. Boy, what a tough schedule, man. You get Parkview in Atlanta and turn around, get a reward of hosting Ware County next week in a massive South Georgia battle.
They'll have a lot of folks there.
That one will be, yes.
At Jardine Stadium.
That will be a very good gate.
So the second half kickoff is brought to you by Zaxby's as we're ready to get this one underway. The second of our 3 games today. We have West Forsyth and Hoco, one of Coffee's Region 2 5A rivals, or actually it's Region 2 6A now. That'll be the first of many times I make that mistake as the kick is non-returnable. They just reshuffled the reclassifications and moved everybody up once. So what was 5A is now 6A.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll be another great game, too, there. Next one.
So ball comes out to the 20 for Coffee as they get things started. Their quarterback, Dowling, 3 of 5 passing for 20 yards. Bobby Reynolds, their top running back, 9 carries, 34 yards. So they haven't generated a lot in the running game either.
Yeah, if you're Parkview, I mean, you're talking about 3 or 4 plays that got you into this.
So 1st and 10 from the 20.
See how close they are. They want them to throw the ball. Their safeties are close, almost playing linebackers.
A very tight shot to get the all 22 in there, right? There's the run by Dowling.
Get the ball out! Get the ball out!
You hear the sideline from Parkview. They're screaming at their guys to strip that ball, and Reynolds, might have been his best run of the game right there, picks up 10 up to the 30. And you see they've run the ball 16 times. They've thrown it 5 times.
And Coffee will absolutely take that. No question. That is in their wheelhouse.
And we'll see how much they slow play this game in the second half. They did that extensively at the end of the first half, and Dowling around the edge. And going to have a late hit.
Man.
So that's a 10-yard pickup plus 15 on top of it.
Do not like that, man. Give up a first down, late hit out of bounds, tack on another 15 right here.
Well, they come out and gain 20 yards on the ground on their first 2 plays. Now you tack on 15 on top of that.
Dead ball spot, first down.
So they've run 2 plays and they've gained 35 yards.
Yep. Coach Clack is not happy about that, man. You see that 1,000-yard stare right there. Does not like that. Right
is that
now,
a 1,000-yard, or is that he's staring a hole through somebody?
Both.
I think he's staring a hole through somebody.
He's staring all the way across that field. I can promise you that.
That's a glare. Bobby Reynolds,
boy, down
6-yard pickup, and now Coffee looks like they're picking up some momentum in their run game.
I'll tell you right now, it looks like the offensive line coach Bob Hall, Coach Garrett Grady, they have challenged these guys. They are coming downhill against Parkview. Look at the size of that offensive line. They're going unbalanced right here.
Yes, they are, to the left side. Handoff. Bobby Reynolds scoots to the other side, went to the short side, went to the unbalanced side, and picks up the first down. We're going to have a hold on this play. And a Parkview player down as well at the 40-yard line.
Got a cramp right here.
So that's going to wipe out the first down run by Bobby Reynolds. You know, so earlier in the game, we were talking about comparables with Dooley Littleton, their big 6'5", 270 H-back. And we had Jalen Carter. You mentioned Charles Grant. Hezzy Kent, who played at Brunswick under Garrett Grady, the now assistant coach with Coffee. Hezzy Kent, who's now at Florida, is also a good comparable. And Kent actually came up and observed some of their workouts during the summer because his former high school coach was there at Coffee.
Holding on the offense.
Yeah, 52.
52 got him in the,
Yep.
We'll replay second down.
That's just a great, he got held, but as a defender, you want to hold that arm up to show you can't move. He's got me.
King Lewis, the right guard, gets caught with the infraction right there and going to back him up, erase a big run. Let's see if it stalls out this drive, which was really starting to gain some momentum.
Play behind the chains here, going to be 2nd and 15 after that penalty.
Reynolds gets the handoff again, gets to the short side and upended. Nice open field tackle by Caldwell. And it's going to be 3rd down. Caldwell is committed to NC State. You mentioned that earlier. He committed to the Wolfpack back in May. 30 total offers.
All right, got Littleton in, and every play he has been in, 0 here. He has been a target or something in the game. Let's see. You don't see a 265-pound man split out too many times. Little different slot receiver right here.
Lined up in the slot. Crossing route. They go the other way this time. It's complete. That's a 1st down. That's more. Still on his feet.
Oh, wow.
Jitterbugging, going to get to the outside. Going to have a shot at the end zone. Touchdown, Coffee.
Oh, man.
Cameron Carswell. Everybody was looking at Littleton, who was running the crossing route.
Yes.
And Carswell's the guy that gets open and makes the entire Parkview defense missing.
Man.
Our electrifying play of the half brought to you by IBEW Local 613 and Carswell.
Watch this spin move.
Wow.
Oh,
slippery dude
man.
right there.
Yes.
And once he made that jump start, he saw an opening on the right side and took it to the house. Hernandez puts it through on the uprights.
Yeah, offsides against
Parkview.
Parkview.
We have a flag.
That'll be offsides against Parkview. I believe he jumped over the.
So Parkview's in deep trouble right now.
Encroachment on the defense. Half the distance to the goal will replay the try.
So here you bring the guys out and try for 2, right? I mean, that's kind of me.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
anytime you get the half the distance on the 2-point, I'm going for 2.
Yep, coming out here, especially after you've missed 2 extra points. One, and a field goal. Correct, sorry.
So they'll go for the 2 right here. Where's Littleton?
He's right here on the left.
There he is. They're going to direct snap it here to him, I bet. Yep.
Probably not trying to hide where they're going with it.
Nah, 6'5", 270. I feel confident giving the ball to him right here in this situation.
This is called unbalanced jumbo.
And Jumbo is the Wildcat quarterback on this play. And they're going to run a reverse. And Smith's going to throw a pass, and it's complete for the 2.
Technically, is that Philly special? Even though the quarterback's not the one?
Yeah. No, the quarterback's got to catch it for the Philly special.
Yes.
But a 2-point conversion right there. Super play call by Coffee. The only problem is you put it on tape in the opening game of the season.
Did it.
You saved that thing, right? 28-0 Coffee. Ooh. They're not saving anything today.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this look to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
Hiring.com to apply today.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Let's roll it. I'm Lee Zurich.
I'm Tisha Powell.
This
is Investigate TV Plus.
We start with real people and real questions.
We listen first, then go get answers.
Giving you the tools to protect what matters most.
And wherever the truth leads,
we go.
Back. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Rusty, how about the execution on this two-point play? Littleton tosses to Smith, who tosses to Johnson for the two.
Yeah, man. I'm like you. You went in and put it on tape. You must feel like you got another good one.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice play. That's a nice two-point play right there.
Especially
Typically,
the way Littleton,
you want to save that for later in the season, right?
Especially the way Littleton has impacted the game, and you see the unbalanced set with him, you naturally think it's going to him. He just takes the eyes with him.
Well, you even said it. You know, you knew where the ball was going, or at least we thought we knew where the ball was going. So that was a nicely designed two-point conversion play there for Coffee. And they have really thrown down the gauntlet here for Parkview. They got to suck it up. They're down 28-0, and we still got 21 minutes of game clock.
It is absolutely gut check time for Parkview. You have got to put something on tape right here and show some fight.
Let's check in with Craig Sager.
This is Craig Sager reporting from the field, presented by Visit Douglas, and what an appropriate time to highlight a main figure in the coffee tradition. That is Gene Wade, who is making his 60th straight season appearance doing the play-by-play for the Coffee Trojans. Gene was a former quarterback at Coffee in the 60s. Back when they were still the Coffee Comets, they didn't take the name Trojans until the 1970s. But I was talking to him before, just what he's looking forward to this season in particular. 60 years, certainly a big milestone, but it's just what he's seen from Coach Co and what he's brought to the program, things that stood out to him: discipline, work ethic, brotherhood, and then a humbleness. And he was telling me stories about how Coach Co will take players under his wing and just make sure they succeed in life.
That's going to be a house call for Parkview on the kick return. Ema goes back the entire distance, and that gets Parkview on the board.
That's how you respond. That's what you want to see. You see some juice out of the Parkview sidelines. Special teams, special teams, special teams. And, man, they needed that one. What an answer.
Indeed, they did. So maybe that's the special teams play that they need to get them sparked, as Coffee has used special teams so far in this game to spark their offense. And Ema with the kick return touchdown, and a beautiful block thrown right in the middle of the field to take out the kicker, I think it was. And it's 28-6.
Boy, nice answer.
So a huge kick return, 85-yard kick return. And the PAT is good, gets blown dead before it goes through with it, though.
Encroachment on the defense. Half the distance. Play the.
Got some players cramping here at the sidelines.
So half the distance, do you go for the two right here?
Black is looking.
But how about Christian Ema taking it back 85 yards? And we've already talked about it over the course of this entire day. And you always talk about first couple of games of the season, special teams plays are magnified even more.
Because nobody does that play right there live. Nobody practices live kickoff return. You don't do it until it's in a real game. And it impacts every single game that I watch.
Well, we've seen the punt returns and now the kick return for Parkview impact this game. And now that they get the half the distance on the PAT, let's see if they line up and go for two here. Looks like that's a strong possibility for them.
The quarterback's on the field, yep.
Yeah, they're going to go for two now that it's half the distance. So this would be a huge momentum boost perhaps for Parkview to get that kick return and maybe get two on top of that. Hard in there, quarterback under center, going to hand off to Dixon. Dixon leans in and gets it.
Yep.
Sterling Dixon gets the 2 points for Parkview, and it's 28-8.
There we go.
So just a huge, much-needed answer for Parkview right there after they'd fallen behind 28-0. They don't have to put together a long drive. They get it all back in about 15 seconds.
Yep. Get it right back to three-score game.
Not the entire deficit. There's no such thing as a 4-touchdown, but they got back some momentum.
Yep. Need a stop right here. A lot of juice.
It's 28-8. Now they'll kick it away. Jonathan Mora is their kicker. Actually, Jonathan Mora is supposed to be their kicker unless they've changed numbers here. Let me double check that. Mora was 86. We got 13 kicking the ball. 13's not on the roster, so maybe Mora's wearing 13 today. Kick is not going to be returnable. So Coffee takes over at the 20.
I'll go right back to the run game. I promise you now. The opening drive for them.
Yeah, so Coffee went from like 66 something total yards up to 141 now after that previous drive. They bring the offense back out there. Littleton's out there. Got his jersey rolled up there. He's lined up on the left side from the offensive perspective, left side of the offensive line. Dowling, the quarterback, follows a block into the hole and picks up the first down. You like the offense, what you're seeing right here today. I mean, if this can be their offense for the entire season, they're going to do well.
They are so big up front. They're just getting out on bodies, and you got a quarterback like that with some size. They are just chewing up clock with these drives.
Yeah, they're gashing them right now in the running game here in this third quarter. And that's Reynolds. Reynolds getting the hard yards up to the 39. But they've been very effective with Dowling.
Yeah, I mean, you see they're gaining 5. I mean, it's 5 yards before someone is hitting them. That shows you controlling the line of scrimmage, getting bodies on bodies, and getting guys to the second level.
Reynolds 12 carries now, close to 50 yards in the game.
Parkview brings in 55, a tackle over the D-line right here. Big J.J. Brown trying to beef it up a little bit. Got some movement there. And big guys can't sit there that long. Can't sit there that long sometimes.
5-yard penalty.
Ask them to get down there in that stance. The momentum's going to start rocking them one way or the other.
Can't do it.
So a 5-yard penalty. Let's see if this derails what has been a positive drive to this point.
Do not want to operate behind the chains of the run game, but right now they've been getting 5 yards up.
The motto for the Coffee Trojans this year has been MTP, make the play.
Make the play. So
many times last year they did not do that. They had so many plays where play gets blown up by big J.J. Brown.
There you go. So why you put him in is the ball's on the ground, they're saying. But that's what you want to see right there. You put in your power forward commit. Got to get some momentum, get some stops. You see him get up the field.
Not unlike what Carrollton did last year with Sakai Helton.
Yes, yes.
I know I heard you guys talking about it last night.
Yep.
Zakai Helton, one of the top offensive linemen in the country, or in the state last year, now is going to start at Georgia, quite possibly.
On the defense. 5-yard penalty, it will remain second down.
You see 4? You see that? Watch 4 clap right here. He claps. Yep, you see it? We read that replay. That view right there was perfect.
You can hear the official explaining to the sideline what he did wrong.
Watch 4 right here. See him? Yep.
Can't simulate the snap.
Boy, I tell you, Parkview's got a lot of players cramping too. And you know what? We talked about it. Parkview's had to go in the mornings at 5 a.m. because of the wet ball here.
Coffee has an indoor practice facility that, ironically, they built just a couple of months before Hurricane Helene hit down there. So they've had that practice facility since the summer of 2024, and very advantageous for them.
Yep, you don't miss practice with an indoor.
And even if you just build, even if it's not a complete indoor, if it's just the shelter that protects you from thunderstorms and lightning, of course. And of course, it also is still warm in there, but it does reduce the temperature, keeps the sun from beating down.
You're going to see right here, going to ISO. Watch him ISO 4 right here. Can't see him there.
We only got 10. We only got 10.
So Parkview's only got 10 on the field, as you hear the coaching staff barking out, and picked up by our parabolic mic down there. And that's going to be a first down carry, as Coffee did not take advantage of it.
Parkview's got another player down. It's big J.J. Brown. He's trying to get up, walk that off.
Sideline warning on the defense. Result of the play is a first down.
Parkview getting a little chippy right here.
That'll happen when you're getting beat by 3 touchdowns. So 1st and 10, ball sitting at the 45 for Coffee. Dowling going to retreat and throw. Looking deep and incomplete. Doing a pass interference out there on the far side. So Smith was the target. Going to have pass interference here called on Caldwell.
Pass interference on the defense. That 15-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Caldwell arguing his case with the side judge over there.
I don't know if that was catchable, but
well, catchable. That's one of the things right there in high school football. Catchable is a thing in the NFL and in the college rule book. It's not. It doesn't matter whether it's catchable or not. If they deem it to be interference, it's interference. That's one of those wrinkles, one of those nuances in the high school football rule book. And people just naturally, because they watch so much college and NFL, they carry that over and say, well, that wasn't a catchable ball. If it's interference, it's interference, whether it was catchable or not in the high school. Rusty, we need you to be the commissioner.
No, if I'm that official, I know you can't call catchable, but I don't know if that interference affected that play.
No, I agree. I agree
you know
with
what I'm saying? Yeah.
It was, yes. I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you totally and completely in what the point you're making. So that's where discernment comes in on the officials' part, where they can say, even though that's not written into the rule book, did the so-called penalty impact the play or the potential for a play? So 3rd down, Dowling picks it up after fumbling it, then throws it away and nearly was able to complete it.
It'd be interesting here.
Did he, whether he was down or not, it's going to be pretty inconsequential. Will be about a yard difference if he was ruled down. I don't think they've ruled him down. I think right here, does his knee hit the ground when he throws? Yeah, no, I thought his knee was down.
Interesting, the center's back 55.
Yes, so
It
Marquez.
was Carter, remember?
Yeah, Carter was the backup. Marquez Curry
back in
there, the number 1 center who got hurt in the first half. But I thought his knee hit the ground before he let go of the ball. Dowling again slips a little bit on that turf, now cuts up inside.
Ooh, I don't know about this.
Ball comes out after the play appeared to be over.
The spot's going to be from that official on the Coffee side. That spot to me looks like a first down.
And that's where it goes back to why it was so important. Was he down on the prior play?
Yeah.
Because had he been down on the prior play, he would have had another yard to go.
And
that was why it was important for them on that call. And they just ruled it an incompletion. But I thought on the replay his knee had hit the ground before he released the ball, which means he would have been operating from the 35 instead of the 34.
5-yard face mask penalty on the defense.
Uh-oh.
That'll be added to the end of the run and result in a first down.
So everything going well for Coffee right now. Marcus Carter checks back in the ball game to take over at center. Looks like they're kind of rotating those guys right now. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 30 as we're right at 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Reynolds gets stopped in the backfield.
I like him.
Brock Simmons comes up and makes the TFL.
He's made several good plays today.
See the penalties, 9 for Parkview, 6 for Coffee.
Unblocked man, you got to come up and make that tackle. Stick your face up in there.
So lost a yard on the play, 2nd down and 11.
Coffee in no hurry. No hurry.
Pickup of 7 on the play as they get Kadrian Wooten his first carry of the game.
I tell you what, the day and age of what you see, you don't see teams like this come at you in the run game. Everybody spread, throw it around. They are old school, downhill power football right now.
Speaking of old school, our next opponent.
Look at this. Look at this backfield.
West Forsyth, they have a fullback. Littleton on the direct snap will pick up the first down. And some.
And more.
And still moving. And still moving. Down to the 5. And still going. And still going. Touchdown. Dooley Littleton. 20-yard touchdown run where he just kept moving. That's crazy.
Wow.
Kept waiting for a whistle, but the whistle won't come until his legs stop moving, and they never did.
That is 6'5", 260 pounds, and he is dragging Parkview defenders. Got some help from his O-line.
You saw finally, for Parkview, Lawrence Williams, their safety, finally was trying to grab his legs. By then it was too late, and the PAT is up and good by Hernandez to make it 35-8. You think some folks excited about seeing Dooley Littleton play tonight?
Oh,
he's been fun.
Hey.
For everybody except those wearing the orange.
Woo.
What makes Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
You ready? Let's move the chains. Protect the quarterback. Find the open man. Cross the goal line. Turns out the biggest wins don't happen on Friday night. They happen on Monday morning. Find your team at GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting 6 figures.
Okay, I have your back, you have my back. We're gonna do this together. We're one for all for one.
college just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Every athlete spends countless hours every day preparing for game day. But what about preparing for everything that comes after it? At Alternative Careers and Sports Academy, student athletes learn more than the game. They gain financial education, NIL guidance, leadership skills, career planning, and the tools to succeed after the final whistle. Because your future deserves as much preparation as your next play.
What are you waiting for? Prepare for your future today. Visit theacsacademy.com for more information.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers, cheese, and a whole lot of sauce. We're gonna need more napkins. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Welcome back to downtown Atlanta. Probably anticipated a little bit more competitive game here in this one, but Coffee taking them to the woodshed, leading Parkview 35-8 with 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Hernandez kicks it, going to be caught by Mullins at the 15-yard line. And he gets back to the 25 or close to it, and that's where Parkview will go on offense now with a lot of work to do, down 4 touchdowns. And running out of time to do it. Matt Stewart and Rusty Mansell, thanks for joining us. We got one more game in the 5-day, 11-game Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic, and that'll be West Forsyth and Hoco, Halston County, coming up about 25-30 minutes after this one finishes.
Yeah, you look at Littlejohn, and as a sophomore, he's still a 2029 prospect. They list him at 270.
Well, what's amazing about him is he's just literally, I'm starting to sound like a coach here, scratching the surface. He hasn't played a lot of football.
Oh.
He's still new to the whole thing.
Well, I can tell you right now, he made the right decision. So congratulations to
He's
Coach
playing
Coe
basketball.
Well, listen.
6'5", 270. He's great in basketball, but they got a lot of those guys.
Yes.
There's a lot of 6'5", 270s, or at least 6'5".
Yeah, they're playing defensive tackle.
I'd say he's got a future in this game.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for Parkview from the 39-yard line. Mullins gets the handoff, shoots through the hole, and he's up to the 50. Got about 11 on the play. Going to spot it more like 10 as they put the ball at the 49.
Yeah, I think Parkview's got to get to this. This is something they've got to lean on more. I think this run game, you got a big 200-pound back.
Yeah, they got to run it a little bit here. They just can't come out and start throwing because they're down 4 touchdowns, or Coffee with their defense will lead them alive.
Yep, look at this.
It's a long throw again. Very similar, a little bit shorter than the one that got pick six.
Undercut. They're playing man-to-man. He undercut that pass, and had he not thrown a little bit high, that'd have been a pick six. I tell you, Parkview's working on Parkview right now, Matt. Yeah. They're working on Parkview. You got to find something to put on tape.
So 2nd down. Next up for them will be South Gwinnett next Friday night. Hart directing traffic, throws right there in the middle, ball in the air and incomplete.
See that? And that's a great job by the quarterback, being patient. He delivers the ball, but Coffee defenders disengaging the football, physicality, running to it. Nothing easy. And guess who makes this hit?
Davis Grimes is the target here, number 9. He just sits down in the middle of that defense looking for a place to catch it. That's a big-time hit to separate the receiver from the ball. That's Amani Manning who made that play. Third and 10, ball at the 49. Hart to the far side, caught at the 46, and no more than that.
I mean, it's a good throw. It's just the speed. There's no yards after catch. They're on you. That's a tough throw. That's a long throw, and he hits him in the hole right there between two defenders. The problem is the speed of Coffee closes on you so tight, they keep that game to a minimum.
Chris Carrasco making his first catch of the game, and so now it's 4th down, and they keep the offense out there. Game has turned into a rout. We expected this one to be tight, and early on it was. Pass is thrown. There's contact. It's caught. That's a 1st down at the 34.
There you go.
Good job by Ema to make the catch through contact.
A tight contested ball. You want to see your receiver fight for those. Those tight windows is a good throw. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. Uses his body to shield the defender. I'll tell you, Five's a good player too, man. Ooh. Nothing easy.
Yeah, Trey Smith, he's had a tremendous game. Hart on the drop back, being pressured now, throwing, and tight space out of bounds, incomplete.
Matt, we do together, we do game 1 together, and then we do a couple of game 15s together.
Yeah.
This might not be the only time we do coffee all year.
It's going to be a tough road. They're playing in 6A. 6A is a monster.
Man.
7A is tough. I think 7A is more concentrated at the top. I think 6A.
Oh, wow.
Man, they got some real
6A.
talent. Spread out there. You got Creekside. We talked about this earlier in the day. Creekside jumps up from 4A to 6A. I actually had them number 1 in my preseason rankings. Made a lot of people angry about that, but I just think they're loaded. And we'll see. They're playing Chalkville tonight out of Alabama. And of course, this is the first season of the PSR. We haven't really touched on that subject so far tonight. Ball in the middle, caught, and ball out after a vicious hit. Recovered at the 22. Wow. Are they going to rule that a catch and a fumble? I think it is. The officials are talking about it. Wow, what a hit. I mean, this is some bringing the lumber.
Ooh.
And that was Kadrian Wooten, who had on my Matt Stewart Sports all-state, all-classification team. He had 114 tackles last year as a safety, one of the top tacklers in the state as a safety. And showing you why right there, bringing the heavy lumber and separating the receiver from the ball. It'll be Coffey's ball at the 22.
Cramp.
Tyquez Morris has had himself a nice game.
Made it to the tent, got a wave. And
so 1st and 10, 22 as Coffey walks out here to take on offense. They're going to be playing a lot of keep away at this point, I think. We'll see what Parkview's got left in the tank defensively to try to get this ball back. Reynolds to the outside. 1st down carry Reynolds. So that's kind of the answer to the question right there. They're getting 5. They're getting 10 on every running play.
For Parkview, another player cramping up right now. I can tell you this, 2 of them cramping. I can tell you this, that Adam Clack is going to be practicing in the afternoon next week. And I know he had to do it because of the wet bulb, and you could not lose the decision to practice in the morning. But, boy, they have had multiple players cramping.
So 1st and 10 for Coffey. After that run, they're tending to the Parkview player down at the 38.
2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Bobby Kilpatrick, number 24, is up on his feet and getting off the field. Still unable to ID the one at the 39 because he's flat on his back.
Oh, man. It's a bad feeling, man. Just trying to get there. Both of them.
Let's see. That's Bryce Carter, their will linebacker. So both Carter and Kilpatrick, they're 2 outside linebackers in this formation, come off the field with the cramps.
Well.
So you got 2 OLBs coming off the field at the same time.
It's also be a teaching moment, too, for Coach Clack. He said he was preaching to his kids. water bottles, Tuesday, Monday.
Yeah, you got to take it upon yourself as a player.
Yep.
When you're going to be playing in conditions like we've experienced this weekend. And this won't be the first weekend. It'll be like this next weekend.
But yeah, first couple of weeks for sure.
Until we get to mid-September.
Yep.
Ball in the middle, knocked down. Trying to get the ball to DJ Johnson. Good defensive play right there by PARKVIEW. And that was Brock Simmons batting that pass down, brings up second. So Coffee off to a great start. We mentioned the 4-7 record a year ago. They went 3-3. Actually lost 4 of their last 5 after starting the season 3-3 a year ago. Things got really dicey at the end of last season as they had a season like they had not experienced before under Coach Mike Coe. But it looks like they've kind of got things redirected here. Good-looking season opening performance for the Trojans. Coach Coe 40-13 in his 4 full seasons. This is season number 5 for him now in Douglas. So third down. Dowling has the first down. We showed you their schedule earlier. Their region opener will actually be on Friday, September 25th against Tift County, a new team in their region, dropping down from 7 to 6.
Who's the head coach there?
You had to do that.
I'm sorry. Listen, you and Todd Holcomb are my guys now.
You got to give me a heads up.
You're my guys.
So 1st and 10. Reynolds. I'm sure someone on the Twitter monster will hit you up with that.
Yep. I'm trying to make sure I've got the right Coffee coaches before I call out names on the sidelines.
2nd down, final seconds of this third quarter. Didn't quite get to the running clock. Play gets blown dead. Unless they take a shot at the end zone right here.
Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. It'll remain 2nd down.
And to me, especially in conditions like this, that's a real bona fide strategy.
Mm-hmm.
It's much like the run rule in baseball. I mean, if you can get to it, utilize it, shorten the game.
Well, the thing about Coffee is they can shorten it no matter if the clock's normal or not, where they run the ball.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing right now.
Yes.
They're just holding the ball.
Yep.
And bleed them to death, 4, 5, 6 yards at a time. Reynolds, first down.
Look how patient he was.
Down to the 43. That'll be the final play of the third quarter.
Yeah, look how patient he was.
So 3 quarters in the books here in Atlanta. And Coffee looks well on their way to season opening victory, and an impressive one at that, leading PARKVIEW 35-8 as we head to the 4th.
We're here to help you prepare for aging. Aging Untold will help you take control. The only show about aging well. Make your later years your best years.
Aging Untold. Check local listings on aginguntold.com.
It is time to see the good side.
I made this book to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
I'm Lee Zurich.
I'm Tisha Powell.
This
is Investigate TV Plus.
We start with real people and real questions, giving you the tools to protect what matters most.
And wherever the truth leads, we go.
Hiring.com to apply today.
America's largest injury law firm.
I'm Cobb County Sheriff Craig Owens, and I'm so proud to host the 4th quarter of this game. If you need more information, please go to cobb.com sheriff.org.
Thank you, Sheriff. We're heading to the fourth quarter. Coffee leading Parkview 35-8. To answer the question, Jeff Littleton, the former Bainbridge coach, led them to a state championship.
Well, it wouldn't take you long.
He is the new head coach in Tift County, if you're just now tuning in. So that's what we're talking about. Handoff on the first play of the fourth quarter as...
Was he the coach when they won the state championship with Smoke Bowie and those guys?
Yes. Yeah. The triple overtime game over Warner Robbins. Yeah, it was. Crazy game.
That one of the first years of Mercedes-Benz, right?
I thought that... Well, I thought that was still in the Dome, but I'd called the game, but I mean, I've called a lot of games between now and then. So, yeah, Smoke Bowie, he was a ninth grader, had a pick six in that game.
Had about 100 offers the next day.
Yep. So second down as Coffee continues their methodical march here. And Reynolds picks up a first down or close to it, maybe a little bit short as he gets stopped at the 33, a yard short. Which is just fine with them. That means they can run another play and pick up the first down.
Yeah, I think they are. They're not very deep in their playbook right now.
Don't need to be.
Nope. You talk about Coffee and very physical up front. The speed of their defense is in the physicality. I do think as you get down the line, and I thought they were 5A. Sorry. 6A now.
Well, they were.
Yep. But I thought they were still in the 5A classification.
Snap goes to Littleton, and he's got a first down and more. Littleton, he's going to break it. Touchdown for Dooley Littleton. Wow.
You remember when Coach Coe said that kind of off the beaten path for college coaches to stop by?
Not anymore.
Not a problem, Coach.
They're going to fill up the hotels with college coaches.
No. The baseball field is going to have helicopters.
Is that what
every
it is?
day.
Okay, yeah.
Every day you will have helicopters.
Wow, what a play by Littleton. You talk about a coming out party. Dooley Littleton scoring another touchdown here today. Wow. Unstoppable at 6'5", 270 pounds, or whatever he is. It's big. And the PAT by Hernandez makes it 42-8. Amazing performance by Dooley Littleton, Trey Smith, and the entire Coffee Trojans contingent from Douglas, Georgia. Rumbling to a big 42-8 lead here at Center Park Stadium.
The Georgia Sheet Metal JETC provides apprentices with free training and careers that are stable and essential to the operation of the modern world. Both craft jobs and management positions offer lucrative pay with benefits as well as the stability of a growing industry. Skilled journeymen in the sheet metal industry are essential to our community now and in the future. Learn more about free technical training with no student debt at our website, careersinsheetmetal.com.
We know how important your pets are at Breda, so when Breda comes inside your home to treat, we don't spray baseboards at Breda. We target cracks and crevices only. We call it the Triple P process, precision placement of product. Can you imagine having pesticides on your baseboards? That's just not safe for you, your family, or your pets.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Every great business starts with a solid foundation. At Sam Savant, a proud woman-owned business, we create floors that perform as hard as you do. From premium epoxy and decorative coatings to polished concrete and custom resin systems, we deliver durable, eye-catching floors for commercial, industrial, residential, and specialty spaces. With expert crews, unmatched craftsmanship, and reliable service, Sam Savant builds floors that stand the test of time. Sam Savant, built for performance, designed to impress.
Buick and GMC vehicles are known for their commitment to quality, innovation, and performance. Hi, I'm Todd Baker. We are Roswell's hometown dealership. But we don't just sell cars. We believe in putting resources and time back into our community. We also proudly support our hometown team, Roswell High School. Carl Black Buick GMC Roswell, where community drives us. Now let's get back to the game. Go Hornets!
The GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic is sponsored by Gordo's Fiesta Every Day.
The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office. Your future awaits. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. Inspired Landscape Solutions. The smallest details make the biggest difference. Yancey Power Systems. Powering Georgia for Georgia. And by the Georgia Elite Classic, Georgia's largest all-star games.
42-8 Coffee pouring it on now, leading Parkview with 10:23 left in this game. And the pooch kick, fair catch, is going to be made at the 30-yard line. And Dooley Littleton, how about your introduction to the entire state? 4 touchdowns today, 3 rushing, 4 carries for 60 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, and another touchdown through the air with a spectacular reaching back behind his back to make a touchdown catch.
Yeah, man, athletic. I'm telling you, I'm showing my age, but there might be some people going, who is Charles Grant? And he was a first rounder for the New Orleans Saints. But I tell you, man.
Guy that looked kind of like that, maybe not as tall, but a little heavier.
Yep. I mean, that's a 2029, so he will carry 295 very easy.
He might be 7 foot by 2029. 7 foot 300 by the time. Man, he has just been a monster. And everybody on the Coffee schedule right now who've had an opportunity to watch this game, some of them might not yet because they're playing tonight. But when they do, they're going to have a problem.
It's a stiff arm right here. You're like this play. Show a little fight back.
So 1st and 10, Parkview from the 43. You talk about Littleton and Trey Smith. What a combination they have been for Coffee tonight. Hart on the scramble out to the right and throws. That'll be a catch and a gain of 9 on the play.
Still takes a big hit at the end. That's what you want to see. Give up yards.
And Coffee didn't come all the way from Douglas, Georgia, to play two-hand touch.
Oh, no. I think Parkview's got to get back next week to run the football. I think that opens up a lot of things for them.
Pass is complete across the median on the slant. And that's going to be another 8-yard gain as the ball is completed to Horn. Jason Horn, their sophomore wide receiver.
They really like their young guys. Their 2029 and 2030 group at Parkview.
That was the third catch of the game for Horn, so 2nd down and short. Hart being flushed out of the pocket by Solomon, throwing on the run and incomplete. So, I mean, obviously, you live in the recruiting world.
Yep.
That's your daily business.
Easy.
I study it because football's my business, but you live in that recruiting world. What's this gonna be like for Littleton?
What's going to help him is the ability to play tonight gives him national exposure. On the Score Atlanta Twitter right now, the highlights of him are already popping. So what offers he doesn't have, he will get quickly. But what it does for Coffee, it helps everybody else there, because every coach just about on every level is going to come through there at some point in January or next spring because of him, and it creates additional eyes. It is what it is, man.
High tide raises all boats.
Yes.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, certainly, that a big-time recruit brings offers for their teammates, because their teammates now get the exposure that they might not have otherwise gotten.
And I'll tell you, when we get off here after this play, a teammate there on UGAsports.com.
All start on the offense. 5-yard penalty to remain, 1st down. Roddy
Nabolski, during commercial, I was checking, and he goes, it's interesting like this, because everybody went to see Elijah Griffin play when he was a senior, and then you find out there's a kid named LaDamian Guyton who's pretty good there, who's a freshman.
Yep.
And that put him on the map. So you look at a kid like this who's a 2029 player who's got 3 more years of high school football. Everybody around him will get increased opportunity, increased looks, because they will be college coaches, more college coaches in Douglas, Georgia.
Well, he's already legendary in Douglas. because of his size, 6'5", 270. Hart on the play action, being flushed. Dumps it off. It's complete to Mullins.
Here we go.
And
he'll give a stiff
Mullins going to pick up the first down at the 34. So to complete the story, he says folks in Douglas call him Shaq already.
I believe it.
And coach is like, Shaq's 7 feet. He's not 7 feet. But he's going to be 7 feet tomorrow, legendary-wise. And Coach said he really enjoys the football environment, all the stuff they do off the field together, and that he's kind of been anonymous football-wise because he was a basketball player before, but that's probably about to change significantly.
Yeah.
False start on the offense.
Yeah, I got a
penalty.
I also got a text during one of the commercial breaks that said Georgia had offered as a tight end. He's not a tight end, and it don't matter what his offer is from Georgia. He can play any position he wants, but he is going to be a defensive lineman. All the schools that are recruiting him, how athletic that is. Boy, special, man.
Do you think he gets classified as an athlete like Hezzy Kent did? Some people, not everybody did it.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Ball downfield, wide open, touchdown, Parkview. Jason Horn.
Got to have a holding.
Got a flag down. It is coming back.
Yeah, they tackled a Coffee D lineman.
But some recruiting services did have Hezzy Kent as an athlete, right?
I love Hezzy Kent. He DM'd me every day for a couple of months saying I'm a tight end. And I said, Hezzy, listen, I love you, but you're going to buy your mama a house playing D-line one day in the NFL.
So there was the hold right there. Yeah, it looked like 77 with the takedown.
Yep.
Ishmael Sharif trying to protect his quarterback. So that erases the touchdown and puts it back at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, this guy's a D lineman. These are just so hard to find those. But Coffey's doing what's best for them right now with him and getting the ball in his hands. Obviously, he can do it. But as he moves forward, it's just so hard to find those interior athletic guys. He's going to carry 295, 300 easy.
Well, he's 270. He's not that far from it already.
They list him at 270. I would love to weigh him right now.
Well, he's probably sweated off about 5 or 10 pounds
still. Oh, I guarantee.
But your point is well taken.
Yeah. He's just an athletic guy, and it's just hard to find those. They are few and far between. And one of the reasons you make this commitment now, you make this commitment to come to Atlanta, you make the commitment for 2 years to play in the KORKY KELL Dave Hunter Classic, is to put your team on TV, and something like that is the payoff. Not only in a win, most importantly.
If critters are creeping in your attic, better call Breda Pest Management to get a highly trained expert to kick those critters out. Under the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, if any critters return, you're covered at no additional cost. Breda, they handle bugs and critters. So that's going to be an interesting follow over the next, of course, this year, but another 2 years on top of that. Things are about
they got players now.
Yeah,
Coffey's got other guys.
Yeah,
but
it's going to be good.
You've got a headline.
In the middle and broken up, or did he catch it?
Caught it.
They're going to rule that a catch at the 20-yard line. That gets them back in business here because they were so far behind the chains.
Good throw here.
That was Ema with the catch. He's the guy who had the big 85-yard touchdown return for them and got their only points of the day. So Ema with that catch. Guy that transferred into the program. We talked about this with Coach Clack. He said, look, he didn't get to Parkview and join the team until June, late already in the summer, because they wanted to be careful, make sure they had all their T's crossed and I's dotted. Ball comes out at the goal line, and then Hart gets back on top of it for the touchdown.
There you go.
So he's wobbly right now.
Oh. Raise your hand, man. Good play. There you go. He kept directing his running. He kept directing his wide receiver to go. He wants him to go. Pump fake. Takes a shot right there. Nothing easy, Matt. Nothing easy versus them.
Yeah, they brought some heavy hitting with that secondary for Coffee tonight.
You like that, though.
We'll see if he completes this game. Down to 6:43 to play. He's still a little shaky as he makes his way to the sideline, but a very inspirational play.
Yep.
Maybe that's something, not tonight,
yep,
but in the future. Next game, South Gwinnett. Next game after that, on further into their schedule as they run a two-point conversion, and Cave, the backup quarterback, throws it, but it's incomplete. Out of the back of the end zone. Out of the side of the end zone. So that was B.J. Cave, the sophomore backup, in there running the two-point play.
They like him, too.
42-14 with 6+ left in this one.
It is time to see the good side.
I make this look to really inspire people.
I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me each week for stories that uplift, inspire, and remind us of the good happening all around us.
It can save somebody's life.
Because we could all use a little more good in our day.
The Good Side, Saturdays, only on Local News Live. Check your local listings on localnewslive.com.
Hearing.com to apply today.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Let's roll it. I'm Lee Zurich.
I'm Tisha Powell.
This
is Investigate TV Plus.
We start with real people and real questions.
We listen first, then go get answers.
Giving you the tools to protect what matters most.
And wherever the truth leads,
we go.
For healthcare and attacking your retirement.
So Parkview gets on the board with the touchdown run by Hart.
The ball back.
And then they've got the ball back after a successful onside kick attempt.
There you go. Special teams.
So a little late flurry here by Parkview. We'll see if Cave is going to continue to run the show here after Hart got shaken up on that touchdown run. I'm looking for the quarterback. Yeah, Hart's back out there. Okay. Hart is going to come back out here after getting shaken up on that one play, and Cave ran the two-point play. So Parkview from the 49 trying to make a little late noise here, make the score a little bit more respectable. And Hart, heavy rush, quarterback sack as he gets slammed at the 39-yard line. And that was Tobias Butler with the quarterback sack, and Hart again shaken up.
He's getting cramps.
So as a defensive player, this is the type of game, this is the part of the game that you enjoy it. Because you know they're throwing.
They're throwing.
And
yes.
You're just coming after them.
Yep.
So they continue to work on Hart. And hopefully it is just a cramp. They got a number of people huddled up around him, including Adam Clack, the head coach. Here comes Clack back to the sideline. And they're going to get him up on his feet. Got one more game coming up. 25-30 minutes following the conclusion. Well, this is actually next Friday night.
Yeah, man, next week. Douglas County, Sandy Creek. That will be a very physical game. Johnny White. Sandy Creek playing Grayson tonight.
Yeah,
so
how about the schedule to Sandy Creek, defending 4A state champs. Well, 3A last year, they're 4A this year. State champs the schedule they're having to play because nobody wants to play them. So they're having to play Grayson tonight and then another 7A school, Douglas County, next week. So Cave now in there at quarterback as Hart comes off the field. They swing it out here to Mullins, and Mullins across midfield to the 45-yard line. Smith running him out of bounds. That will not be enough for the first down, but it is going to bring up 3rd down and short. So ball at the 43, line to gain the 41. Under 6 now to play. And as I was saying, 30 minutes after this one, we got West Forsyth and Houston County coming up here in the final game of the Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic. Hart on the scramble again, and he slides for the first down.
Gutsy, man. You like this out of Parkview?
Yeah, he's showing his teammates a lot here.
Showing
them tough.
Parkview showing some fight.
And Greg Hart in particular is showing them that he's in the fight with them.
Temperature, man. It's good.
It's down 10 degrees from 2 o'clock today when we started this thing.
Feels good right now.
Easy for you to say.
Hey.
So Hart pump fake, fires, and caught by Horn over the inside shoulder. Then he fumbled the ball, and Coffey's got it back. Hold on, they might say that he was...
Did he go out of bounds?
I'm waiting to see what the officials are going to rule here. I thought he might have been out of bounds when the ball came out. And maybe that's what they're... No, they're changing out units here, so they're going to say that it's Coffey's ball. You take another look at it. Great inside shoulder catch right there, outside shoulder catch.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah, that ball is out, clearly.
Punched it out, too. Watch him punch this ball out.
That's a tremendous job right there of punching that ball out by Amani Manning. Second time he's made a really huge play like that in the secondary. So this might be the final possession of the game right here with 4:50.
I promise you they can choke the clock out.
Coffey might hold it for the rest of the game right here.
Looks like Parkview's got some younger guys in on defense too up front.
That's certainly what they want to do.
Yes. Looks like both teams have got some younger guys and get a chance to play these guys on TV.
Yeah, Coffey's got their backup quarterback, Tommy Stanley, now in the game. So what we were talking about earlier, and we kind of got cut off in the conversation by the action on the field, is the PSR and how what I love about the PSR, whether you like the formula or not debating that, because we could argue that 6 ways to Sunday and still never come up with the right answer.
Both sides of it.
Yes, exactly. But what I do love about it is this is no longer a meaningless non-region game.
Yes.
What happens here will count towards your PCR.
Yes.
PSR. Yeah. Stanley with the run up to the 23-yard line. So in the past, this was a non-region game and basically had no impact.
Let's just get ready for region.
Exactly.
Let's just get ready for region.
We play a tough non-region schedule to get ready for region. Well, you play a tough non-region schedule now, that counts towards your playoff ranking. So that's what I like about it. So every game now has some meaning, where in the past you could say that it didn't. Certainly didn't as far as whether you made the playoffs or not. And what we saw, if you looked at the rankings last year, even though they were not utilized in the higher classes in 5A, which is now 6A, or 6A, which is now 7A, what you saw last year was it really benefits the South Georgia teams. I mean, because of the schedules they play. I think out of Region 1 in 6A, now 7A, I think they would have had 5 teams with home games in the first round last year.
Which is a big difference.
Yeah, because they only had 2, and then advancing to the second round, only 1.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's at least based on last year's rankings, if the same kind of trend holds true, you're looking at could be a really positive thing for teams south of Atlanta as far as the number of home games they get in the playoffs. But we'll see if it plays out that way here in 2026. So here come the West Forsyth Wolverines marching in. They got a few players. That line is still going. They're behind the goalpost, and it's still coming out of the tunnel. So 3rd down and short. Stanley going to keep it and get the first down. Up to the 30-yard line.
We can predict because we're not doing it yet. Who you got for Gainesville tomorrow?
Well,
there's some unknown with Centavious, but that quarterback.
Not for me.
Okay. What do you think?
I know he's a great coach.
Yeah.
I saw what he did at Grayson.
Yep.
And Gainesville is loaded from a talent standpoint. So is Buford.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's at Buford.
Yeah.
So I'll go Buford because it's at Buford. And they are the defending national champions.
Well, they got the right there. I tell you what, man.
I'll play it safe and do it that way.
There you go.
Defending national champs at home, national TV game. Yeah, I'll go with them. So there's a first down carry by Coffee up to the 47. Then a flag at the end of it, too.
Ace man. I tell you, Kareem Hughley, Clemson quarterback commit.
Oh, yeah.
That is a guy.
I remember we saw him when we saw him as a sophomore. We're like, who is this guy? Now as a senior, we know who he is. He's the top quarterback of the state.
He would make me very, very nervous to game plan against.
On the defense, 15 yards added to the end of the run, first down.
Buford has earned the right to be the prediction there, but if there's one guy that I think could be a talent equalizer, it's him.
Yeah, Hughley could put on a show. We saw that in the state championship game, even though they got smoked by Thomas County Central.
Yes.
You saw at one point.
And they were beat up, too.
They were without Nigel Newkirk, their top running back.
Yep.
And then his backup was sick all week.
Yes.
Not making excuses. TCC beat him,
yes,
fair and square, hands down. No question about the outcome.
Look at this.
All the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And look at the Coffee sideline. They're not sitting on the bench. They are cheering on their young guys, man.
Now they're up 4 touchdowns. That's why.
That says a lot about that group.
But what I was going to say to wrap up the conversation about Hughley is you saw in that game last year, and TCC's just laying it to him.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw Hughley get upset and take off on a 65-yard touchdown run. He was like, finally, he was just like, forget this. I'm just running the ball.
Yep.
And he scored. It'll be a long time before we forget the performance of Deuce Lawrence in that game.
Ooh.
Nearly 400 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns. Speaking of touchdowns, that's Stanley into the end zone for Coffee as they have reached 48 in this game. 48-14. So I think we can say with a pretty good sense of certainty that Coffee's back.
Yeah, they're definitely back.
They're not the 4-7 team that we saw last year.
No, I tell you this too. You better buckle that chin strap if you get some of this team right here. I don't care what classification you're in. It will come downhill on you.
Just think how much with Coffee back, full strength, playing like they did prior to last year, just how incredibly difficult Region 2 6A is. Touchdown run by Stanley, and the subsequent PAT makes it 49-14. And now 1:19 left on the clock before Mike Coe and his boys can climb back on that bus and head back to Douglas.
Good.
With a victory.
That'd be a good ride back.
No doubt. Maybe stop at Buc-ee's.
I would imagine they've got them a good. They're going to get in the car and not stop again until they get to that high school.
Well, I might want to stop at Buc-ee's and give me some of those.
I don't know if I'm taking 80 hungry players in the Buc-ee's. They're not getting pecans.
That'd be like a siege.
That will hurt the brisket. That will hurt the brisket out. I can
get some of that jerky.
You guys are going to be asleep. So a big night for the Coffee Trojans, 49-14.
And so the questions about them, if you had some coming off the 4-7 season, I think you've answered those. Parkview, on the other hand, coming off the 4-6 season, where defense was a huge problem for them a year ago. They still got questions.
Got to figure some things out.
Kick coming down at the 19. And Parham on the return. He might be able to take this. Got the kicker to beat. Gets by. Nope, kicker gets him out of bounds. How about Hernandez getting him out of bounds?
Nice tackle. He's going to let everybody look at him. He's going to let everybody know about that.
He's going to go let the United Nations know about that.
How about that?
So nice play by Hernandez here to get him out of bounds and prevent the kick return touchdown. So Parham's looking at these guys right here. He's thinking, I got to beat those guys. And then the kicker's like, don't forget about me.
Look at it.
Don't forget about me.
You like that, man. Look at it.
And his teammates, the big fellas, the big teammates were like coming up to congratulate him.
Mustache is as strong as that tackle. He earned some water, too.
Yeah, usually the kickers are just over there drinking water because they're bored.
Yeah, man.
And maybe get some water. No, he earned some.
He might wear his shoulder pads on the bus on the way home.
Especially if he's got some, like some orange on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. On his helmet.
Turned into a pretty good night here in downtown Atlanta with one game to go in our Corky KELL Dave Hunter Classic. Pass complete across the middle and all the way down to the 5-yard line. So Parkview keeps coming at him, trying to make some positive things happen on what has otherwise been a very difficult, disappointing night for them. 83 is not on our roster, not on our depth chart, so congratulations to 83.
Jersey's a little big. Look how big the jersey is.
the unknown receiver, 83, with the catch inside the 5-yard line. Still in the game. Cave goes and broken up at the goal line. Man, they just keep bringing the thunder, don't they?
Nothing easy.
That was Morris.
Nothing easy.
That was Jaquez Morris, who's had himself a game. Tyquez, pardon me. Pardon. Tyquez. Wow. 15 seconds left in this. This might be the final play right here. But we still have a 2nd and 6.
Oh, man, this whole thing is falling apart. I'm sorry. We got to work on
off and stop. That'll be the final play right there. And that'll do it. Emphatic victory for Coffee, defeating Parkview 49-14.
Boy,
Mike Coe, congratulations to those guys. They came to Atlanta and conquered.
Yes, they did.
Impressive performance for the Trojans as we take a look at our drive of the game. I mean, my guess is we got plenty of them to choose from.
Yeah, which one are we doing?
This one right here. Brought to you by Hardy Automotive Fleet Group. I was impressed with Dowling in his first start at quarterback. I thought he ran the offense well, especially when he was able to get out there and do some quarterback runs. Didn't really have to throw the ball that much.
Oh. Look at that move.
Bobby Reynolds, and of course, Trey Smith. What a fantastic game he had. That was the touchdown by Cameron right there. And then the 2-point conversion, a razzle-dazzle play that started with Littleton, ended up in the hands of Johnson for the 2. Cameron Carswell had that big touchdown run right there that we just showed you. Yeah. And a big 49-14 victory over Parkview.
Hey, man, it doesn't get any easier. You got the Gators from Ware County coming. Big rival right here next week. Got to go home, get rested up. Get ready for that one. You talking about a gate on that? And
they'll be game planning for Dooley Littleton.
Oh, yeah,
very soon.
Yeah.
Scored 4 touchdowns today, 3 rushing and 1 touchdown catch, and initiated a 2-point conversion play. Pretty amazing stuff.
Coach Coe getting his guys together.
They'll be coming over for the post-game, in-between game interview. The Jimmy Dorsey Winning Coach Award And then the Robbie Hunter MVP. We'll wait and see who that's going to be. 1-0 start to the season. They always talk about going 1-0 each week. Well, opening week,
man.
Coffee's 1-0.
You got to get stack days and be 1-0. 1-0 this week.
Let's send it down to Craig.
Wait, hold on. It's next up with it. All right, I'm going to give y'all a shout out on our show. Be like, PARKVIEW being so
No, not giving up on the play. I'll go to war with these cats any day of the week.
Then Dooley Littleton, we're about to talk to him. Just, is this kind of what you expected? Just a player like this doesn't come around too often. Just what do you see from him physically?
He don't know what he's doing yet. He don't even know what he's doing yet. Once he learns to play behind them pads, it's going to be something serious. But I'm more proud of how far he's come, you know, being a great teammate, working his tail off every day, how he responds to things and not reacts to them. Sky's the limit for him. It's up to him how far he wants to go, but he's got everything it takes to go play as long as he wants to.
Congratulations, Coach. And now it is time for our Robbie Hunter MVP presented by ACSA. But before we talk to Dooley, I'm going to hand the mic over to Roderick Liptrot.
Dooley, like your coach said, the sky's the limit for you. I see Saturdays and Sundays in your future. Hey, congratulations on an outstanding game, and you can watch your highlights at theacsacademy.com. Congratulations.
Dooley, it was an unbelievable performance. You had 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving, 4 touchdowns to start this season. Just what was it like out there?
It was good. It was a lot of intense, but we played through it and got the win.
And you already had the 3 touchdowns. That 4th one, though, might have been my favorite. The snap went on the ground, you picked it up and just started bulldozing guys. Just what did you see develop on that play?
A lot. My team kept the hole open for me so I can get through when the ball went on the ground.
And then talk about just your willingness to go out there, play whatever position or whatever role coach needs you to.
Thank for God. God gave me the strength and abilities to do that.
Well, there you have it, our MVP. Congrats to the Coffee Trojans winning their Corky KELL debut. We'll be back with more of the Tailgate Show after this.
The Georgia Sheet Metal JET